previously on Dungeons and Dummies. Our adventurers slayed a dragon and rested up with some warm soup.
Gantash slowly picks up the bowl. He turns to Rhea. He says, "Enjoy it."
The soup's heat was not nearly enough to prepare them for their entrance into hell.
Hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground is shuddering beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city at regular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbling fortress. Traxagor gazes up at the black orb nervously. Underneath his breath, and you can hear him uttering a few arcane syllables, and he disappears in the blink of an eye.
After saving Arcana from the clutches of some bearded devils, the group began venturing to the High Hall, where they suspected more survivors to be.
Are there more of you in the tavern?
Well, no, it was just us. Everybody else, I think, is on the east side of the city. I've heard that they're at the High Hall.
As I suspected.
Why aren't you?
Well, I couldn't get over there. There's patrols. I would have died just for leaving this one time if you weren't here. And wait, where have you been? Where is there somewhere on the west side of the city that I don't know about?
We teleported here.
Why? Why would you do that?
I told you, Arcana. We're here to save Eltra.
In order to get to the High Hall, they needed to make their way across one of two bridges, and it was heavily guarded. Unfortunately, Yoll found that out the hard way.
As his hand is getting closer, I would like to rage, and then I want to grab it and try and throw him over the edge.
Yo! This is Dungeons and Dummies.
All right, roll for initiative. Just kidding. Let's talk about last session. I actually rewatched some of the bits because it was a fun watch. Quick recap. Yoll, you're on a bridge. The last thing we did, very last thing we did, was you rolled to rage and then try to throw one of the two bearded devils over the side of the bridge. You rolled a 12, and then I rolled secretly. You've also got 4 spined devils on the bridge with you, and about 60 feet down the other side of the bridge, there is another bearded devil just standing guard. Gantash, you are currently praying. You've been at it for about 45 seconds, last we determined, and the rest of the group is back quite a bit. They are about a block and a half away. Still, though, able to see where you guys are at around these buildings and see some of the action that's happening on the bridge, though you are quite a distance away. Everything else that happened, basically, you guys entered hell and made your way through, saw a couple of very vicious-looking things that have not reared their heads since. So, let us dive in. Are there any questions, any concerns before we skedaddle here?
Yeah.
Can you put a couple of 20s in my dice this week? Last week felt kind of bad.
Yeah, it did feel bad. You rolled a 12 on a strength check as a barbarian with advantage. That's bad. That's bad.
I do have a question.
Good luck, everybody.
Yes?
You mentioned that the group can see me and Krepe.
They can see some of the stuff on the bridge from their angle. Now they can't see visually given their, given the radius that I've given them. But from a distance, they can kind of see just figures moving.
Okay, that's actually really helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So, Krepe, would you like to know what happens here?
I could lie to you, or I could tell you no.
Okay. So you are getting reached at to your fake bearded devil beard. And you decide to, rage, reach out and judo huck him over the bridge to a approximately 700-foot fall down into the battlefield, raging below. This is what happens. Grab his arm, wheel him over your back, and he feels like a weak practice partner that you would have come across in your training days as he goes flying a good 15 feet over the side of this bridge, screaming, knowing what he's about to face on his way down. And he is removed effectively from this battle. And the Spine Devils screech as they are appalled to see this happen.
Yeet.
And they start crawling over to attack you.
Gotta be honest, I didn't see that coming.
I rolled a 6, which turned into a 7, so...
I rolled a 6 too. It turned into a 12.
Yes.
Or no, I rolled a 6 and an 8.
Yeah.
And that turned into a 12. All right,
So-
big muscles.
At this, I will have you roll for initiative. I realize I have to give you guys a little bit of a map to work with here. So let me set that up for you, but I'm going to have everybody roll for initiative. I'll get all my homeboys up here too. And I had a feeling we were going to start this way. Well, because I knew what was happening. All right.
And also, I'm not sure that there's a way where what I just did doesn't lead to...
Hey, why'd you do that?
Come on, man.
Oh, damn, these rolls are just...
Yeah, okay.
I actually
Naughty?
don't
Naughty?
want to go near first. I'm hoping that some of the Spine Devils... Because, Frank, 1 turn is 6 seconds of combat, right?
Correct.
So I need about 2.5
3.
turns.
You need-
Yeah.
Yeah, and what am I gonna do? Just gonna sit there.
You'll find out. You'll figure it out.
That's true.
Okie dokie.
I
Forget about Lulu, bitch.
I kind of
true.
Forget about Rhea, bitch.
I kind of want to be a stickler for my own shit.
Uh-huh.
I gave Yoll +2 AC
You did.
Yes.
You
With
gave
a
me
spell.
Shield of Faith.
that requires concentration.
Uh-huh.
Does my concentration break trying to do this 1 minute thing?
No, you're just saying a prayer, so...
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. No offense, Krepe. I wasn't trying to.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Well, you might.
Listen, dude, I'm a Tortle Barbarian. My AC is high.
Yeah, but +2 is some juice. That is
+2 is some juice. It's true. It did prevent like 30 damage on me last time you cast it on me.
Yeah.
But
And it might prevent 30 damage now.
I'm feeling hot.
Maybe you need like to put some shorts on or something. Get like iced coffee.
Motherfucker, it's 8 p.m.
And then you get swung and you get critted, and the bearded devil goes, "Man's not hot."
Yo, can you imagine he's hanging?
And then I take half damage anyway because I'm raging. And then I dab, even though you know I would never do that.
Can you imagine Phrank rolls initiative for a second bearded devil, and he's just hanging from his beard off the bridge, like he's just holding on.
Motherfucker, I hucked this guy 15 feet off the bridge. If his beard is that long,
He's got insane neck strength. You know, he just. Ooh.
He looks like a freaking goddamn cobra snake. Like it's just
Okay.
traps.
Let's get to.
it's like that scene in Lord of the Rings when they toss Gimli and they grab onto him by the beard when they're in the Mines of
Oh
Moria.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
the beard.
Yes.
Banger. Oh, damn. 19, 22, 19, 16 for the Spine Devils.
I can't see that for some reason. Oh, I mean, you rolled it, but it's not in the initiative sheet.
Yeah, because you guys are going somewhere else.
Random battle map.
I had to make a quick, I came into this thinking they had the map for this, and they don't do that, so they didn't do it.
If it's just a generic grid, you can just draw an outline of how big you want the bridge. Oh, you did. Perfect.
Yes.
Look at that. You're so handsome.
The thing going straight across is the rift.
The thing going straight across is the
Up and down.
rift.
Sorry, up and down.
I don't see the thing going up and down.
You don't see the lines going up and down?
No, I see left to right. I see the bridge. That's
Game
it.
is paused. That's probably why. Maybe.
You don't see it?
Nope.
Nor.
Okay, let's try again. Yep. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. I literally just drew it on top. To me, it just looks like two stacked. And that one?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Lemon, if you would
Is
please.
that the width? Sorry, is that the width at the top or the bottom? Like, is that? So you know how when you have an aerial view of like a cravache,
Yeah.
how it looks bigger on the top than it does on the bottom? Are what we seeing there? Is that the river that we can see at the bottom, or is that the opening at the top?
You know what? I actually butchered this. It's way wider than that.
I was about to say that's only the 20 feet. So
There we go.
okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Capiche.
Okay. And for your
Combat
added
music.
benefit, yeah, we need to get some battly stabbly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, little.
Is it-
What are these red things?
Fire.
Is a river of flame or whatever down there? No.
No, it's not a river of flame. So what I had described before to you, so there's a very, very thick river. It looks, I mean, from your gauging, it could be a kilometer across, it could be half a kilometer. It's a wide river, but it is like a gray coloration. You can't really make too much out of it. It does not look like a nice, clean blue river, but it's also 700 feet down, so you can't make a whole lot. But there are flames just kind of licking out from the different grooves and crevasses in the land itself. Not really causing too much heat for you guys. I drew them a little bit big, but just for added flavor. Okay, so let's dive into it. Battle has begun. Yoll, you have effectively eliminated somebody from the battle just to start things off. So let's begin. So Spine Devil number 1 coming at you, very, very displeased to have seen his friend thrown over so quickly. Crawls his way across the bridge, his long nails just clacking as they grab at the railing, and he's gonna rush towards you, and he is going to immediately try to he's gonna try to bite you right away. So with large gnashing teeth, they're about 2 inches long. He is going to try to hit you with a 5 to hit. I'm going to assume that misses.
That's a miss by just a bit.
Yeah. And then he is going to whip his tail around from behind. You don't see it come in. And he will try to hit you with a 21 this time.
That will hit.
Okay. You are going to take from that. You are going to take 3 piercing damage.
Is that already halved?
No, it is not. So
Okay.
I'm going to have you half everything that I said.
Okay. And
Okay.
it's rounded down, right?
That's right. And when it hits, it kind of latches into your skin like a barb, and then as it latches in, this like spray of fire releases from the spines as they get pressed into the tail, and it releases this flame. So you take 2 fire damage as well.
Oh no, 3 whole damage?
And then he's going to do it again.
What?
For a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. So bites, tail whip, whips around the other side. You're able to tuck down, and it just clangs off.
Just so you know, Frank, the combat order is completely fucked here for us.
Oh, why?
This is not the initiatives we rolled. I rolled a 19. I think Silas rolled a 20. Gantash rolled an 18. Buru maybe a 16.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The 22 is in place, right? You guys can all manually.
Theirs
shift.
is all looks to be right from what I remember you rolling, but this is still the same initiative that we had in the previous
We can't change it.
battle
right?
map.
You can't change it. Okay, I will.
We can't change it manually, I don't think, no.
Okay, so Buru, what did you roll?
16.
Okay. Gantash, what did you roll?
18.
18. I don't know how that happened. That's really weird.
This is just the same initiative that we had last time we were on the random battle map.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I think probably before we left this, you didn't end that combat instance.
Silas, what are you?
20.
What 20?
Ooh.
Yoll?
19.
19. Okay. Perfect.
And did Rhea, Commoner,
I
and
don't
Lulu
see
have
a
a different one?
Rhea. Yeah.
They definitely did.
Ooh.
Commoner is probably correct because they weren't. Oh, yeah, they were in combat last time.
Yeah.
They were.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it sorted. Okay, either way, I'm gonna let because Silas, you would have been next regardless. So so what you see from your perspective, by the way, is it's kind of blurry figures. You just see one tall bearded devil huck another bearded devil over, and then just spine devils converge onto this one spot. You also, from where you're seated, you can actually see from the distance pretty clearly that the bridge has started to emanate a little bit of light from where you are.
So I know shit's going down.
You absolutely know that. And from where you guys are at, let me bring this up here just so I don't screw this up.
For what it's worth, you don't know what the shit is, though. You don't know, presumably from how far away you are, you don't know which bearded devil threw which off the bridge.
Are we only supposed to see like a left triangle of vision?
That's just
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I just sectioned you guys off because you're nowhere near close enough to see what's going on. Like, in detail.
I'm going to. I want to send my owl. I'm going to tell Buru. I think there's something happening on the bridge. I'm going to take a closer look.
Okay.
And I'm going to send my owl to find someone over there.
Okay, you can like launch your owl out, and it can move its movement or its fly speed. Give me a perception check with advantage because it's your owl, right?
Yep. This music too crazy.
It's kind of sick.
It is sick. It's sick. It's getting me ramped up. Okay, so with an 11, I mean, your owl has way better sight than you do. You can see from where you're at that the bridge is clearly like glowing. It's like pulsing a little bit with this light, and you can see that these spine devils have clearly gone from their very passive posture. You saw something get hucked over. You clearly can see that it's more humanoid than the spine devils look, and you see the one spine devil attack the other one. You knew the plan. You knew what the plan was. So I'm sure it's, clicking a little bit what's going on. But at the very least, you mostly just see that these spine devils converging and attacking.
I'll just tell Buru. I mean, there's not much I can really do unless it starts sprinting. I think Yoll is in trouble on the bridge. Which one of us should stay and which one of us should go? Help.
Can I respond to that? Because or I can't, right?
Yeah, so let me just get your turn order up here. You can use your reaction to respond to it.
You also have a child in your hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like,
You're staying?
You can say something.
I think that means he's staying.
I'm saying.
Okay. I'll use my movement to go as far as I can. I can't see anything, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have you. You don't have to move out of the triangle. I'm just gonna say, what's your movement speed?
Where the frick do I see that?
Should be 30 on your character sheet.
And
So
I'm gonna yell to
movement-
Silas, give me a signal of some sort if something is really wrong.
Okay. I think it's just 30, honestly. I don't.
On your character sheet, it says hit points, hit dice, armor class, movement.
Oh.
Underneath movement, you'll see an
Oh,
amount
movement,
of feet.
30 feet. There it is. I just didn't know it was there. Okay, yeah, 30.
Okay, movement isn't a thing that we use a lot in this game.
That's true.
Okay, so
My
30.
old character had 35.
Okay, so I'll let you know when you're getting kind of closer in range on your turn here. So you move 30 feet, you're able to run across the street, and you make your way to the end of the next building across the street. Okay, so I take it that's it for you, Yoll.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, so I'm not entirely clear on how this masquerade tattoo works, so I've disguised myself. Do I, has my disguise dropped or something?
That's a good question. I actually just have to bring up the spell. I believe it does.
So then wouldn't the owl see Yoll?
I just need to clarify if it's when you get attacked or
Yeah.
if you attack.
I think it's actually just whenever anything touches you, right? Because you don't become that thing. You just have like illusory magic around you that makes you look like that thing. Like, for example, if they had tried to touch my beard, they wouldn't have, and it would have gone through it.
So from what I can see... Oh, sorry. Look different until the spell ends or you use your action to dismiss it. They can tell... Like the person who... So if you get inspected, for example, and they succeed and they're like, this is a disguise self spell, and then you go to the next room and somebody who hasn't seen you before, it's still active.
Got it.
Unless you choose to let it go.
Okay. I would like to not let it go.
Okay.
And I would like to form... Actually, I don't know if this would work with it, but can I form my tattoo to be a turtle shell on the back of the bearded devil?
Yeah, it would just cover him. It wouldn't like grow to a turtle.
No, of course. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not trying to grow a tortoise shell. That's fucked.
You can
Just
be.
to, like-
You can have. Absolutely.
I'm just
On his
thinking
like
of
purple
like
back.
trying to give at least some hints towards anybody who sees this. Like, I'm a turtle, guys. It's me. Don't kill me. And then, so both of these bearded devils are on the railing.
All four of them are.
All four of them.
Yeah.
So the two that are on the railing right next to me.
The spine devils. These things are.
Sorry,
wings,
yeah, spine
by the
devils.
way.
Yeah. They have wings.
They have wings. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I think I know what you were thinking.
I see. Okay. I wonder what this Cult Spawn's Grey Club is made out of. I wonder if it's silver. I don't think we ever decided what it was made out of. We just knew it was kind of weird and occult. I'm just gonna. I guess my weapon isn't disguised, eh?
It is until you pull it out. Your belongings get disguised as well.
But like when I pull it out, I can't like disguise it as just like a regular glaive. It's like very clearly a shovel with a bunch of shit on it. Okay. Okay, well I'm gonna pull out my shovel with a bunch of shit on it. And I guess I'm just gonna attack this spine devil that just attacked me. Not recklessly. I feel like I'm Yoll's mostly just trying to buy time.
Yep.
Right? And he's like, it's just, you know, we'll get there. Oh, that's a crit.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn. And no
Okay.
recklessness. Good.
I
thing.
heard that's pretty good.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's dead.
Wow.
Well.
That's not very good at all. Is
2d12
it?
plus 4 is 10.
Yeah, plus 2 because I'm raging.
12.
Yeah. I rolled a 1 and a 5 on those D12. That's
Nice.
heartbreaking.
Whew. That is heartbreaking. Okay, so you pull from your disguise. It looks like it
30
just comes
damage.
straight off your back, your shovel, and you go and wield it. Feel that satisfying slice right through. Cut him straight across the shoulder, rips open his shoulder, and his arm kind of dangles down. You've clearly severed some important tendons in his shoulder. And just this black ooze and goo just flows from his shoulder. But he just lets out a really spine-chilling screech, but he still grips onto that and still looks pretty volatile.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my extra attack passive ability to have an extra attack.
Okay, let it rip.
15?
That'll hit.
Oh yeah.
That's 15 damage on this one?
Crunch
So
him.
you swing through, slice up the shoulder. His arm kind of dangles, and you can describe how you finish him.
I want to, like, kind of upper chuck him and knock him off the bridge into the river.
Okay. And you do exactly that. You swing up, catches him right in the chest, scoops him up, plows right through his chest. He bleeds out, and as he falls off the bridge, you see his form just kind of shrivel up and instantly tense up as he gets launched off the bridge.
And then this bearded devil over here.
Way down the bridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to point at him with my shovel.
Okay.
And I want to challenge him. I want to goad him into trying to attack me.
I mean, he seems pretty revved up.
Okay, well, great. I want to keep him revved up.
Okay. Yeah.
Coward.
Give me an intimidation check real quick.
Oh, balls.
Okay. Even from 60 feet away, you see like this kind of vicious smile creep across his face, and you see he's ready to start running towards you.
And then I'm
okay.
going to start RP walking in that direction. I'm only going to move like 5 feet or 10 feet for RP, but I'm RP walking
Okay. Okay.
with a sick, nasty grin on my face
And it matches.
and turtle
Yeah.
tattoo on my back because I am shirtless on
Okay.
account of all the muscles and the tree trunks, etc.
Okay.
Before this devil goes, question.
Mhm.
Each round is 6 seconds of combat, yes?
Yes.
So 45 seconds plus 6 plus 6 plus
Approximately
6.
45 seconds.
I think it's been a minute with 18
No,
seconds.
the whole round is 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's not one
Oh,
turn. It's
shit.
6 seconds. Yeah, the whole
Oh,
round
that's
is 6
bad.
seconds.
That's very bad.
Because you have to
That's why
imagine all of these things are happening at the same time.
I see.
That's what
Okay.
That's why if you have a spell that lasts a minute and it's like an affliction, that is a long. It's 10 rounds of combat, 10 full rounds.
Okay. All right. I thought everyone's turn was 6 seconds. That's fucking crazy.
That would be fucking everybody's moving in
All right.
slow motion. Like, okay, and
True.
what would you like to do in this
Duke's
battle
up.
that we were having? Thank you.
True Dukes up, baby. I thought it was just, okay, cool, 3 turns, but now Duke's up, baby.
Okay, so next up is going to be the Spine Devil down in the bottom right here of the bridge. And he is actually going to whip his tail out and launch his spines as a projectile. And he's going to do it twice. The first one's a nat 1. The second one is The second one is a 19 to hit.
Meets a beats.
Meets a beats. Okay, so he is going to hit you for 3 piercing damage again, and 5 fire damage. So the fire damage is not halved, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only piercing and slashing and bludgeoning, maybe?
So as you make your intimidating walk forward, one spine just kind of whips right in front of you, and then as you turn to see, another one just catches you in the shoulder, and this burning flame just kind of erupts in your shoulder. That's it for him. And then the next Spine Devil is going to do the same thing, grips on, and you can hear the concrete where he grips start to chip away as he holds on tight to make this tail whip. For a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Again, for a 16 to hit. So just, you kind of tuck your shoulder in, and your actual shell underneath the disguise just ting ting as these 2 spines just bounce off and fly off the bridge.
Do you want the blue pill or the red pill, Neo?
So Gantash, you know that all this commotion is going on.
I'm in prayer, dude. I don't think I can really do anything.
I mean, you can see, you're conscious. It's not like you're in a
Yeah,
trance.
it's not like you're casting a spell. You're not in a trance or anything. You're just chilling.
I mean, I'm also invisible, and I don't want to draw attention to myself as I finish this thing. Because if I'm invisible, then going uninvisible is a problem. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Keep in mind, you do have telekinesis up or whatever that we were telepathically communicating before.
Yes,
That's still active, presumably.
it is.
Just reminding you of things that happened last session. I don't know how that could be useful, but just so you remember.
Yes. I think I'll just telepathically, for my turn, tell Yoll
15 seconds. That's all I need.
and then that's my turn.
I
he
am
knows.
actually, given the heat of the situation, I'm going to give you a chance to see if you can possibly get the prayer done faster. Give me a religion check.
Yeah? Yeah, no
Don't
problem.
get cocky, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You know when you
Let's
strength
clear
checks
the
and roll
way.
the
Let's
ones
clear
on.
the way of all this dice. Okay. Yeah. Damn. 4 + 5. That's gonna be 9.
9. Okay. So the adrenaline hits you, and instead of it giving you like a rise where you're like, you just kind of feel this like heart murmur, and you're like, oh, I should keep to the prayer, and you go back to just praying at a regular speed.
This motherfucker's like, oh god, my knees, arthritis.
Okay. Where's my battle here? Next up is Buru. Buru.
Okay.
there
How
anything-
far? Oh. I am going to let Lulu and Rhea know that they should follow Silas.
Okay.
Now, can you describe, like, we're in a building, right?
You are in like in between buildings. You're not inside of a building. So you're still outside.
So there's a path behind me and in front of me?
Yeah, but it's like a mishmash of buildings, and you're like on the side closest to the battle. So you've got buildings kind of all around you and behind you. It's like there's an alley system in between these buildings, and you're right at the front, but still in the alley.
Is there any building that's, like, open that I can enter?
You can check. A lot of the buildings have been like damaged, and so yeah.
Yeah, I want to find shelter for this lady and her children.
Okay.
And I want to. So what I'm attempting to do is to barricade them.
Okay, give me a perception check. A 12? Let me just see here. Yeah, so there is just directly behind you, there's a fairly large and wide building. It actually looks to be a shop. And you can see that the door is basically like ripped off the front and like hanging forward. You actually know that it's open because you're seeing around the corner that the door is just laying on the side.
I guess I'm gonna move into the shop alone,
Okay.
and also I'm gonna tell Rhea to follow Silas and Lulu to stay with the children or stay with the family
Okay.
while I go into this building.
Okay. So you enter this shop, and it seems pretty quiet. You only have to go about 20 feet to get into the door, like from where you're standing. And you get into the door, and you don't hear much, but you do hear a little whimpering. And the room is dark.
Oh, bro. I saw
This could be horrifying.
Yeah. I saw this in Left 4 Dead 1. You never shine the flashlight at the witch, bro.
The wind's going through. What the hell? We're in hell. I have no choice but to investigate.
Okay. Just give me another perception check. Okay. So all you know is the whimpering is not like a it's not a like a child's whimpering.
Ugh. Oh god. It's just the emo bearded devil in the corner, bro.
I hear like Evanescence in the background.
Cut my life into pieces.
Okay. Fuck. What the fuck do I do here?
Balrog picked on me.
God damn, I'm gonna go towards it. I have no choice.
Okay. So you move the rest of your movement. So you move 10 feet into the building, and you can hear it more clearly. And what you can see, it just kind of tucked up. So you can see there's a staircase going up. It's basically this lobby entryway. You can see that there's a desk in front of you now as you move into the building, and your eyes adjust a little. There's a staircase up against the wall that goes up, and tucked into the corner, just around the corner of the desk, you can see that there is a halfling man curled up, holding onto his legs, and just
Okay.
So you have an action and a bonus action.
And Ethan comes into the call.
That would be insane. That would be insane.
Halfling blood hunter.
Oh my god.
So I guess I want to. I guess the action. Oh, I don't know. You can choose whether it's a bonus action or an action. I want to greet. I can clearly tell it's a halfling, right?
100%.
Okay, I'm just gonna react like I'm just seeing him.
Okay.
Sir, are you okay? Are you alone?
And he just looks up at you, and you can see he's got a little bit of a bruise on his forehead. And he just looks up at you, these clearly
I'm gonna smile.
running down his face. Oh, you're not a devil.
No. I am definitely not. I'm definitely not a devil.
So, you're a good soul, right?
If you think cows have souls, I guess. I'm trying to be comedic to make them feel easy.
Are you alone?
I'm not, and I need a favor.
Yeah. Okay. What favor?
There's a woman and children that need shelter, followed by a friend of mine. Can they come in?
And he just kind of drops his eyes and like stands up. Yeah, bring him in.
Uh-oh.
And then we're gonna go ahead and in the
What
initiative
the
order.
That was so cringe, bro.
Yeah, bring him in.
Next is gonna be where is he? The Spine Devil closest to you. Yoll. So he's going to, again, you just hear the concrete scratching and chipping as it rushes its way over directly beside you, still on the railing. And where is he? There he is. And he will instantly just rush up and try to bite you. He gets his claw on your back and tries to pull you in for a bite. Jesus. Nobody hits the turtle, baby. So for a 13, he can't see through your disguise, and he bites right into your shell. You don't even feel it. And then he will... I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. And then he will pull from his back a trident and then try to stab you right in the rib cage with it. For a fucking 12. So just spines being flinged at you, and just everything's just chomping away at your back. You can tell there's definitely some chips and some holes that are going to be in there, but other than that, there's not a whole lot. Okay, so that's it. Next is going to be Harkina, the woman, and all she's going to do is just slowly tuck herself back a little bit, grab onto her child, and actually, what did you do with the kid, Buru?
I left them with Lulu.
Okay, so she's going to tuck back and pull Lulu in closer and pull her other kid closer and just tuck up against the wall and out of sight of the bridge. And Rhea will dash to follow up with...
Yep. I see Lemon shaking his head. I knew you should have done that too.
She will dash. And she flies past Silas.
I fucking forgot about that.
That's so funny.
So she gets across 2 streets. And travels a full 60 feet. Silas, your fairly long hair and cloak just whoosh a little in the wind as she sprints past you. And she draws her longsword as she goes. Next is going to be the bearded devil down the way, who will... I just want to make sure I got this.
What a warrior.
That's 35.
Yeah, that's 35. He does not quite go that far. So he'll get to there. And he will kind of, like, as he gets there, so he runs forward and he holds out his glaive that you can see is glowing this, like, odd, eerie green, and he holds it out towards you, like, to challenge you, basically. Next is going to be Lulu, who is just...
Context question.
Yes.
Was the previous bearded devil, did their glaive grow? Did their glaive grew? Did their glaive also glow?
Yes, and they picked a pack of pickled peppers while it glowed.
What the fuck is going on?
Lulu is going to, on her turn, is going to, with her, she's going to land on the ground and with her wing kind of wrap it around the child and just squish up against the wall, which nobody is really there to see.
She has wings?
Huh.
Yeah, she's A flying.
Yeah, I surely just expected her to just like
I showed you the.
be a
I showed you
floating
the-
elephant.
Yeah,
No,
this
I
is
showed
a
you the-
context picture somewhere.
Yeah, I showed you the picture.
I thought the photo I saw didn't have. Oh, I don't see.
Yeah, we don't have it
there's
in
no-
our.
But I thought the picture you showed me was just a floating elephant. But either way, doesn't matter.
I only
Doesn't
have a symbol of Bane and animated armor in my handouts.
Oh, I have a couple of things. I
I'll put it in
have Elf Song, Flaming Fist, Coat of Arm, Symbol of Bane, and Animated Army. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just wanted a context. You're good.
Okay, so then next is going to be the Spine Devil who fell off the bridge and he just falls. Next is going to be Silas. Silas, you're up, and now maybe possibly inspired to, I'm not going to let Rhea run fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt it and realize I actually have legs, and I'm gonna dash.
Okay, I'm just going to ask, is your owl just staying with you, like it's just attached to you?
No, I just wanted to go as like keep in its range, but also move forward as I'm going forward, so I can still understand what's going on.
Okay.
Like what's happening as I'm running there.
Okay. And as you get closer, your owl you're getting much, much closer now. You're a full 90 feet closer, which is more than half the distance. You can see clearly that there is a spine devil with a green, a bearded devil, walking away from you with a big green shell tattooed on its back, clearly out of place, clearly much bigger than the bearded devils that you saw before.
Okay. And how far is my owl away from them?
What's its fly speed?
I think it's 60. Sorry, let me double check for you.
That makes sense. It's a pretty fast boy.
Sorry, 1 second. Ugh. Yeah, 60.
60. I mean, if you're dashing it, then it's within like 50
Well, it
feet.
only can stay within 100 feet of me or something
Sure.
like that.
So you're 60 feet up, 90 feet plus 100 feet. Yeah. It would be then fairly close to them. I would actually say it's probably about 40 feet away from Gantash.
Okay.
I'm also invisible,
good.
so
Actually, sorry, it's closer than that. It's like 10 feet from Gantash.
Okay. That's it anyways. I'm gonna turn on the dash.
Okay. So you
Turn
go
on
another
a
60.
dash. He's fucking cranking the nos on this one, baby.
Did I zoom past Rhea or no?
You did. You went a full 30 feet past her. And you too ran just close enough to whoosh, see the little flurry of her red hair. Okay, next up.
I mean, if the Vorthos of Combat Order has everything happening, like a one round of combat happening effectively at the same time,
Yes.
you're not actually getting past her.
Yeah,
In the
that's
Vorthos
true.
of it, you're just like getting to where she will no longer be.
The next time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're never gonna catch up and fuck you, is what I'm saying mostly. Actually.
that's a little
Um,
spicy.
Yeah, I'll do more damage than her, so.
Oh.
It's not her
okay.
fault that her character sheet only
Guys,
has
just
attack.
casually 1v4ing over here. Stop bickering amongst yourselves. It was a 1v6. Okay.
Yoll.
I want to lock eyes with the bearded devil.
Okay.
And I want to go here. I understand that will incur an attack of opportunity.
Yes. So it's just going to be a bite.
And then I would like to. I'm interested in preparing an action, which is a strange action to prepare, but I have justification as to why it should be fine.
Okay.
So I have Sentinel. You might have heard of it.
Yes, I think I remember.
However, that can only be done when someone is attacking a colleague, shall we say.
Yes.
I would like to ready an action to effectively act as Sentinel does, except for it attacking me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you wouldn't get the 0 move speed effect of it.
No, not the 0 moves. Basically, what I'm saying is I want to, instead of taking, like, I'm readying an action, so I'm not taking any actions on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I want to prepare the action for when the bearded devil comes within range of me, within 5 feet of range of me. I want to try and huck him over the bridge too.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
And if he doesn't, if conditions are allowed,
mm-hmm.
If he doesn't,
yep.
Actually,
it's like we're coding.
If he, yeah, if this then, if he doesn't and he attacks me from, because he has a glaive, right, which has range.
He does. And from the
I want to try and if he doesn't and if he attacks me from range, like from a 10-foot range, I want to try and disarm him.
Okay. What you've seen before is they'll typically attack with the glaive and then whip around and attack with the beard.
Yeah.
Which is 5 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to make you choose what you want to do because...
I am preparing the action to huck him over.
Grab him by the beard.
Yeah, probably by the beard. Like whatever's accessible. Now, I have read very carefully Rage, and since I have taken damage since my last turn, me not attacking here doesn't end my rage.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Thank God you took fucking damage. Because nobody else could do it, just the one spine.
I took two instances of damage in my last turn.
Okay.
Because they attacked me like 11 times, so 2 of them had to hit just fine, statistically. And that's it. I'm not doing anything else.
Okay.
I just have the action prepared, and I have I fakely have my guard down.
Okay. So this spine devil here is actually going to launch off and fly right up beside you, catching onto the railing. So just launches, catches, and then immediately reaches out with its trident. It's a 10 to hit. So just again, your shell is just a little bit too dense to penetrate, and then it's going to try to bite you for a 6. Baby.
How long does Shield of Faith last, by the way? It might only be 1 minute.
10.
Oh no,
big
up to 10 minutes.
10.
Okay. Should probably be realistically, probably still active.
You're like halfway through it, bro.
Not even.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is going to launch, plant itself on the other side of you, and it is going to attack with advantage, using a little bit of strategic tactics. And the best die roll was a 7. And then it's going to try to bite you. Okay. First roll was a 9. Second one was a dirty 20.
Hits.
Okay. So he is going to hit you for 5 slashing damage. As he just finds his way onto your neck. You're starting to get a little bit of a better read on where to hit you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Next is Gantash.
Oh, hit him in the neck. That's an interesting strategy. Never would have thought of that one.
I'm just gonna, I don't really have anything to do and keep praying.
I'll let you make the check again. As the battle kind of rages on and you hear all this mostly clanging against Yoll's fucking shell, but
how does 19 sound?
Sounds pretty good from my perspective.
Yeah. So you start kind of ramping up your speed and you're coming to the end of this, and with your eyes open, saying this prayer, you can see the runes start to emanate this really satisfying glow as it just kind of covers you. It feels a little bit warm, like a nice warmth, not like a burning, flames of hell kind of warmth. Okay.
Not like an eternal suffering kind of warmth.
Yeah, no, a little different. Next is Buru.
So sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the next time it's my turn, it'll be done. So what did speeding up even do?
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You think my brain's not calculating?
He has an internal clock going of everything that you're doing, plus an internal clock of everything I'm doing, plus a active live action foot race between Silas and Brea.
And I'm reading
And a love story
True's
between-
face as we go through. All right, Buru.
So I'm reacting to the guy saying, "Oh yeah, like whatever." Like
He's offering his relative, his empty home, his empty shop, as a safe haven.
I want to telepathically talk to my shield
Okay.
and ask him, "Is this one of yours?"
This pathetic halfling would never be in my armies.
But I'm also gonna reiterate: is it a demon?
You see what I see.
I want to ask the halfling how long he's been here.
Days. It's hard to keep track anymore. Now, if you have friends, they're at risk outside.
God, Frank, you threw this fucking curveball.
Did he?
You can. So, I'm only saying this because I know this might not come to mind right away. You can insight check to like.
Oh, because I thought there's a rule where we couldn't just be like, "Oh, what insight check?"
You can't ask for an insight check, but you can RP insight check.
Yeah, you can say like
You can figure out a way to RP ask.
That's
for it.
what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, sure. Like if you want to get a read on, like if you're like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Sense anything from him? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I sense that he's lying. That he has evil intent.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
I swear to God, Buru. Fuck!
Yeah, he seems cool.
He is a very scared, very clearly like his shop has been ravaged. It all makes sense. Like he's acting horrified, like he's been in hell for several days.
Fuck, man. I'm going to leave and barricade him into his own shop with the broken door somehow.
Oh wait, are you gonna come back? Are you fixed?
Yeah, I'm just gonna protect you. I'll come back.
Okay. Bring your friends. They're not safe out there.
I'm gonna make sure you're safe first.
Thank you. And he like kind of walks up and stands like beside the door as you put it back up. And as he like kind of peers his face out, you can see he's very, very pale. His hair is very disheveled. His clothes have been torn and tattered. He's just in like a commoner, like a brown vest, but it's just all ripped up. And he's got a white shirt underneath. It's very dirty, blackened.
Okay, Buru in his mind wants to give this man a ration, but do I know anything about demons and stuff? Do they even eat normal food?
Devils,
Demons?
not demons.
Yeah, devils and stuff like that.
Give me a religion check.
Come on, Buru. Come on. Okay, kind of.
I mean, they have to eat. You know for sure that they have to eat.
Man, now I'm gonna let this motherfucker starve. Okay, I'm just gonna barricade the door.
Okay.
That's my action.
Okay. You know what? For barricading the door, just give me a survival check. Okay, so you're able to get the door on. You actually like find its way to slot it into the hinges. You even find one of the like just something to pin it with. It's like just a kind of rounded, slender stone. You're able to jam in there, and it actually swings on it. And yeah, it solidly closes.
God damn it. I want to keep. I can't even go back to the freaking children. Okay, the way that I have it barricade, can he see me?
No, you close the door.
There's absolutely no way. If I walk away, he can't see me.
If you open the door.
Isn't the door wedged from my side, the outside? Like I wanted to keep him from coming out. Is the intent.
Then yeah, also I guess I thought you were just trying to get like the door back on to like close.
Like if I don't come back, he'll probably die. I have to.
Oh, you want to like?
Bru understands that.
Sure. Then I'll say you were able to jam a bunch of like fairly large pieces of rubble from the building in front of the door as well.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna go back to Lulu and yeah.
Okay. I'll call that kind of your turn, the movement and everything, and the convo. And the door fix. Okay, next is this spine devil right here, who is actually
doing
going to
carpentry while we're fucking.
Dude, come on! I'm learning the effects of hell.
So this one's actually going to fly behind you and attempt to attack you in the same way. Ooh. So it's going to start out trying to bite. It's got a 22, so it will actually bite you. It's going to do bang bang, 4 slashing damage, and then it's going to take out its fork, and it's going to try to stab you in the shoulder for a 12. So that's not going to hit.
Nor.
So you're able to kind of just tuck your head down after feeling the bite, and you get yourself out of the way. Next is going to be Harkina, who is just chilling, wedged up against the building. Rhea is going to continue dashing forward, and she actually makes her way into the field. Gantash, you see her as she just kind of steps onto the bridge. She clearly is like bypassing you, and she makes her way. I know.
You can see her.
Yeah, you can see her. And she makes it about 10 feet onto the bridge.
Oh, but she can hear me.
She can hear you.
Yeah.
You can use your reaction to go louder if you want. Okay. So that's it for her. Next is going to be the bearded devil, who is first going to swing at you with his glaive with advantage.
Whoa, Silas, look at all that smoke.
Well,
Sick.
bro, that's a fucking sick cloud, bro.
Sick reps, bud.
Holy fuck,
bro.
bro.
Is that Misty Step or what?
I'll do that my next Misty Step.
Okay, so with the advantage, it's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and it is going to do... Whoa. It is going to do 13 slashing damage. Now I know you have that.
Okay.
And then you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm not very good at those.
Holy.
19.
Oh my
Get a
God.
97. 19.
So as the glaive comes and rips across your shoulder and bicep and a little bit into your forearm. You can see this wound start to open up, and the blood looks like it starts to glow and become inflamed. But you kind of just tense up and flex it in, and it just dies off. So you do not get inflicted with an infernal wound. But then he's gonna follow through the same tactics. You've prepared yourself for what's coming as he steps in and whips at you with the beard. Now he is going to be able to attack before you attempt your throw. That one is a crit, so he's gonna crit you here. Fuck is that dice? There it is. That is 13 piercing damage. And you have to do the Constitution saving throw again. Different type this time. Okay. So the barbs of the beard just they stick onto the side of your head and your arm as these barbs try to inject you with this poison. But again, you're able to just fend that off with just raw turtle willpower.
Willpower.
And you can use your reaction to attempt a contested strength check.
This is not my reaction. This is a readied action. Important differentiation.
That's right. You are right.
So you want a strength check?
That's right, and you get your advantage.
There's no way this goes poorly. Okay, decent.
I'm gonna roll this in the game here.
Or the music. Oh, the music was perfect. The drums stopped, tension built.
Okay, so as we get to the end of this list here and the end of this round, you huck him over. Actually, you tell me how you want to do it. You can grab him by the beard. You can do however you want.
I want to all of the spines that like stick in me. I want to pull them out and use that to hook him over.
Okay. So you just grab over and just like a judo throw, just follow through with him over your back. And at the same time that you do this, as he lifts in the air, the bridge just lights up and lets out this huge pulse of light, totally blinding. You can't see anything around you. And I just want to make sure I get the right amount of dice here. Simo, I'm going to let you roll this. You've been pretty quiet here. Shows on the wrong page. There we go. I am going to have you roll 4d10 radiant damage.
Yeah, baby. Where's the 10?
Ease.
The 10? That's a 12.
The 10 is the one that has 2 points, and everything else is weird shape.
I got it.
Yeah, that's the 10.
Okay. So is the 0 10 then?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 1 is 1. Okay. All right. 8. 2.
10.
7.
17.
4.
4. A 4. That's so funny. Okay.
Guarantee you these motherfuckers have 22 HP.
So you huck him. Oof, blinding light comes up. You can't see the bridge, and then it just instantly fades down and sucks in. Yoll, as you're looking up at this devil flying over, you can see that his face is blistered. He lets out this scream. His glaive falls to the side, and his skin is bubbled and burning, and he just falls off the edge. The spine devils that are around you, you just hear this wretched scream while the light's going on. And when you can finally see again, you look around and you can see that they are blistered and bleeding and just absolutely unrecognizable from what you just looked at them, how you just saw them about a second ago. So homeboy over here flies off the edge, and he is +1 dead and falling. Okay, so these other spine devils, they're still alive.
But they all have 1 HP.
Okay. So next is going to be Silas.
Hmm. How far am I from the bridge? Another like 30, 60.
So to get to where Rhea is, you
Mhm.
need 30 feet. Sorry,
And
well, let me
Rhea's
show you.
on the bridge.
So to get to here,
Can't even see Rhea.
you would need 30 feet.
All right,
And
well,
for perspective,
Yeah.
that's what you're looking at. Actually, Buru, I'm just going to bring you up so you can kind of catch what's going on here.
Yeah, I've had no fucking clue what was happening.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, to be fair, RP.
I'm just going to
starts falling.
I'm just gonna run up, or I'm gonna dash and go as far as I can on the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I could have counted that.
Here comes the spin move. Go with the spin move.
You had already moved 30 to get to where you were.
Yeah. You're right. That's all I can do.
can't
Gantash
do-
is still invisible. Huh?
You can't do bonus.
I mean,
I'm just checking because you do
any
have a bonus action.
spells?
I do not have bonus action spells.
Okay. I mean, you just saw this bridge light up right before you got there, and you just see this devil falling, and clearly who you recognize as a disguised Yoll. Surrounded.
Turtle.
Okay. So that's it for Silas. Yoll.
Okay, so I obviously don't have my weapon in my hands right now because I just hucked a guy over the edge of the bridge. I probably needed 2 hands for that.
Yeah.
So I would like to, since I'm being like surrounded by these things, I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
I'm going to attack unarmed. And I'm gonna attack unarmed 2 different ones using my extra attack.
There. Okay. Sure. Well, you can make the decision after the first attack. That's not a problem.
Well, it doesn't matter because what I want to do is grab 2 and bash them together as my attack.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you
So-
roll the hit on both of them, though.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be doing it recklessly.
Sure.
And also, just as a reminder, as a Tortle, I have
The bear claw thing.
claws,
Yeah.
which means it's 1d4 plus my strength mod is
Okay.
my attack or my damage on that. Okay, so 2 reckless attacks.
Yep.
Which, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. 1 quick sec. I want to make sure. What's that +3 from? I think it's the west. So I think it's just 2 strength checks. So my first one's a 20 for my first attempt.
Yep.
And my second one is a 20 for my.
Jesus. Do you have a preference? Which ones?
The ones on either side of me. So the ones that are, at least their icons are hovering over the bridge.
East, west.
So to the left and to the right. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and describe how you kill them.
1 hand around one neck, 1 hand around the other, and fucking bring them together in front of me like Roger style. Fucking thunderclap their asses together.
I just picture Mike Tyson, both arms. Now kiss. Just both of them together.
2 pigeons.
Okay.
And if they die in my hands, I'd like to chuck them over the bridge as well, ideally.
You absolutely can do that. And the one that's in north of you is actually flying. It's like hovering there. So you just kind of throw them at his feet and he has to like kind of dodge out of the way. He's looking horrified now. Anything else from you? Any movement?
No, as my bonus action, I would just like to pick up my great halberd off the ground and just have it.
Okay.
Just have it ready.
Okay.
Staring at this Barbie devil.
Okay. Gantash, you're up.
All right. All right, so I was over here actually. Let's see what's the situation here. So up to Silas would be 30 for me. Walk over here. And what's the range from here? Perfect.
I told the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually tolls the
Oh
dead.
my goodness. Are you gonna hit?
We're about to
Okay,
find
so
I have if this works, I have a great way of describing it, but carry on. Make the save.
I got a little bit of bad news for you.
Oh no.
Okay, so what kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oops.
Are they immune to necrotic damage?
Bro. I'm fucking done. I'm taking that cantrip off my shit, bro. I'm so fucking done.
Wait, is the DC of your wisdom save lower than 15?
It's 15. It meets it beats.
That's insane.
So annoying.
Oh, with advantage because it has resistance to necrotic, I bet.
So
Not to be
Gantash comes out of
annoying.
invisibility. Silas just like, what the fuck? And Gantash sits on the floor. He just fucking sits on the floor. And he just pouts.
Silas, you hear like what sounds to be the start of like an epic like bell tower type gong, and then it just like kind of gong, and then it just fizzles down into like a bellhop bell. Ding, and then nothing happens.
I was gonna make the devil look at the high hall and just fucking see I had all this fucking crazy shit planned in my head. And
The
it's gonna
dice.
stay there. It's gonna fucking stay there.
The dice don't lie. Okay, Buru.
All right, so can you put me back and tell me how far I can move? So how is this like the actual me moving?
No, so the map you're on is not relative to what where you're at.
Okay, I want to move max movement towards the bridge.
So you're just running away
No-
from.
No
What's that?
dash. No dash.
Okay, you're going to be bypassing the group. You're going to be bypassing the mom and Lulu,
Yeah.
and you're just running right past them.
So I have a question. So where Lulu is, can I just go straight out? Is that possible?
Yeah. So basically, where you are, you're running between two houses with Harkina, the two kids, and Lulu pushed up against the wall. So you've left the front door. 20 feet away, you've got this group, and then you would be running out towards the street.
Actually, I want to move until I'm able to see the bridge.
You can see it from where they're at, so 20 feet.
So where I am right now, I can see it.
Yes.
Can you give me vision then?
Sure. Now, it is quite far away. Like, it's well over 150 feet.
That's okay,
Yeah.
because we're gonna use this. It says 220 feet.
Wait, what?
The
Wait,
what?
you have a vicious light crossbow?
He does.
When the fuck did this happen?
It was what he got from Toby.
Yeah.
So this is possible, no?
Yeah, let me...
I have to imagine. I don't understand the 80 or 320 feet thing.
Minimum, maximum. I looked it up.
Interesting. Okay.
Damn, True's a sniper.
Holy shit.
Big Minotaur just lays down.
That is so far.
Yeah, that's really fucking far.
320 feet?
How do you even see that?
You're proficient with that weapon?
I'm proficient
Yes,
with it.
yeah.
Holy shit.
How are you able to see 320 feet?
Okay. So I had to clarify this. Anything within 80 feet, you attack normally. Anything, you can attack up to the maximum of that 320 feet, but
By
anything
disadvantage?
higher than 80 is disadvantage. Yeah.
Fuck it, might as well try.
That makes sense.
This would be absolute insanity if you nailed this shot.
So I guess I'm gonna come out a bit.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I'm gonna react in real time. The light happens. I just turn around, scratch my head, scratch my butt. Oh, and I just see what's happening, and I take out the crossbow.
That one.
And I'm gonna lay prone and an attempt
trying to
aim.
steal my ace.
And I want to attempt to attack. It's the last
He's
spot.
stealing my penta.
He's still in here. Yeah.
Because I clearly see the light and like what's happening, right? So this is
Roll with disadvantage, and it should be dexterity, right? We'll see.
oh.
Just do the
So
attack.
how do I do this?
Just do the attack. Do the attack.
Do the attack, and if the mods are your strength mods,
That's with disadvantage.
plus,
You rolled
I
a
guess +3 because of proficiency, and +2 for your dexterity mod.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, he rolled a 13 still. Like, that's not a bad roll.
All right, let me know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it hits.
This motherfucker.
It hits. Roll the damage, and then roll the other damage.
What other damage?
When you roll a 20 on your attack roll,
No. It's the vicious light crossbow. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I'm looking at
yeah, it's when you roll a 20, it does magic damage.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So you guys.
Or no, 2d6 rather.
So Yoll, you smash these two together and throw them, and the devil just kind of looks down, and you just see it just poof. Just this bolt just comes and sticks it right through the back, and its just wings flail up, and it just gets caught and stuck to the side of the bridge, and its wings just drop. Its head droops on the side of the railing. Fucking Christ. And
I want to look to whatever direction that bolt came from and put my arms up and be like, I had it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say he sticks right there. Yeah, so fucking Buru, you pick him off from 180 feet away, or like 150 feet. Holy shit. Okay. And that's it. And that's the fucking fight.
This is hilarious. Once I was like, wait, I can use my crossbow. And I was like, 320 feet. There's no way.
Yeah, that's absurd. That is absurd. Like, that feels... that feels broken. Even if it is disadvantage, 320 feet? Like, there is no downside to trying that attack.
Yeah, no downside at all. Yes. Okay, so that's it. I'll take you guys out of combat.
Don't forget to end the combat
Hell yeah, I did something.
session thing. Encounter.
Yeah, done deal. Okay, so that as you guys are kind of wrapping everything up, Rhea runs up to join you guys. She sees that just everything kind of fucking flying, and she runs up and she just says, pick a side of the bridge now. We need to get down. That would have signaled everything in this area.
Gantash gets up off the floor. What about Arcina?
Then let's go back. But we need to move now. And she shouts out to Yoll, Yoll, now we need to go.
And I'm gonna run back to the women children.
Well, you were beside them when you took that shot.
Oh yeah, so okay. Yeah, it's right. I just like that's so funny.
I'll beckon in the general direction, trying to portray the haste with which Rhea is speaking.
I'm gonna see that and order everyone to go. And I'm gonna go to the barricade that I made.
Okay, so Buru, I'm gonna jump to you. I just want to know what everybody on the bridge is doing here.
I'll start like, if Rhea is walking forward, like I'm gonna just start walking back towards the like we're not that far away that I feel safe enough to start walking towards Buru and the people that were back there.
Wait, so you walked the way we came?
Yeah, I have to go get them. We're fucking taking them to High Hall.
Oh, you're going to get them. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
I see.
She's saying that we got to hurry up because every devil.
I know, I agree, but I'm like, I don't want to give up the bridge.
No,
Kind
you
of
don't-
just
you don't
work
have to.
pretty hard to do
We're
it.
gonna like they'll be
get it.
here in like 2 seconds. You know, like we just have to get them.
I'm going to like stay low on one side of the bridge and try and scout out ahead to see if fucking goons are coming
Okay.
from
You're
this side of the bridge.
Are you staying on the bridge?
Yes, like I'm staying within, you know, speaking distance of Silas and Rhea.
Well, they're headed back the other direction.
What the fuck, you guys?
Well,
Did-
Silas
did
didn't
they-
say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Uh,
Silence didn't say anything.
Honestly, I think I'll stick with Yoll.
Okay.
So if Rhea's gonna go back or Rhea's gonna follow, but
Okay, so Silas, I'm gonna bring your shit over here. Give you guys a good. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so Silas, you're planning on going with Yoll?
Yep.
And you guys can see kind of the layout of what's in front of you. Silas, you know very well your way around the city. Yoll, you are pretty decently acquainted as well. And so kind of from where you are, you're actually on, for the rest of the city, the way it works, you're actually in a high point of the city. And from here on this side of town, it's basically like there's this whole section that is just on this raised platform. It's kind of like, it's not necessarily like where the elites live. It's not quite built the same way, but slightly higher class. Like the classes within Elturel are still relatively on par, but the religious class, the higher working order, they all kind of live up here. And then it trickles down after about 4 blocks. The High Hall is just south, and it is called the High Hall partly because it is actually on a raised platform.
The bearded devil that I was first speaking to was saying that there was a siege gathering somewhere. I forget where he said that was gathering.
It was outside the High Hall, I think.
Was it outside the High Hall?
I think they were preparing to breach. Well, I mean, Gantash doesn't know that, but I'm just saying.
I am asking Phrank the question.
Yeah, you're
Outside the High Hall.
outside the High Hall.
Okay.
He's right.
Well, I'm gonna tell Silas. Do I still have the fucking mind link with Gantash?
I'm too far,
You-
I think.
Well, how far does it go?
I think it was 50 feet.
Yeah, if it's 50 feet, then you're out.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like you guys are we haven't really moved too far. I can still say that you guys are like just deciding where to go.
I need to see the creature too.
well, if people are leaving, like I want to make it clear, like we need to get to High Hall immediately. They are organizing a siege as we speak.
I'm putting you guys just together like that. I separated you, but you're still together. Like you're just deciding what to do.
Help them across, but we have to get to High Hall immediately.
Gantash nods and heads towards the commoner.
me and Yoll can scout out ahead.
And Rhea
Quietly.
just nods and just says, "Be careful. We're gonna be quick. Don't go too far. We still need to be able to find you."
I'm not going anywhere without you unless you go down there.
All right. Just, I would say get off the bridge because Something's gonna be coming.
Something is get over the bridge. I worked pretty fucking hard to claim it. Let's not give it up now, shall we?
Yeah. So wait on the other side. We'll be back.
Yeah, Gantash is also gonna dash with the people. Like he's not
Brenton?
lightly jogging.
Okay. And
As we part, I'm going to drink a potion of healing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it and heal yourself up. Oof.
Blower.
Oof, that is rough. Okay, and Rhea takes off right with you. So, Buru, so while this is all happening, Buru, I'm going to jump to you. So, during all that conversation, you head over to the barricade. What are you doing?
I want to go in and grab the halfling.
Grapple?
Like,
I'm gonna pick. I'm trying to save the old man.
you're just going to go in wordless and just pick him up?
No. But okay.
Rear naked choke?
Gonna grab him by the throat. No, I'm gonna undo the barricade. Sir, we gotta go. And I'm gonna have both my hands. I'm gonna tell him jump in my arms, and I'm gonna put him on my back of my neck.
So you see him kind of step up out of the shadows again. And
Oh,
you see
God.
his form, and he just steps closer to the door, and he looks up above you at the black and red sky just in turmoil above you, and you see him start stepping back. Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
And he just quickly scurries back to his desk. No.
Okay.
I can't go out there.
While he's saying no, I'm gonna grapple him and I'm gonna take him and run.
No. And he give me a strength check.
No shot. I fucked this up.
He's just too buttery.
Famous last words.
Oh,
Okay.
dirty.
Yeah, I said that all of last session, and here we are.
So he tries to squirm and push away from you, but you just wrap your based on the artwork, thick and veiny arms around him.
So, am I able to carry him with one arm?
Low body fat.
Yeah, you can.
And then I'm gonna run back to the women and the children. Then I'm gonna grab one of the kids with the other arm. And
Well,
we gotta go.
Hold on, you don't get quite that far yet.
Oh no.
So as you make your way out the door, you can feel him flail to try to grab a door the door jamb. Make another strength check.
What is going on?
He's resisting.
He's gonna react to the ball. Am I right? Why would you tell me that? There's no fucking shot you get out of my arms! Ah!
I had a 21 back here.
Yo!
A halfling had a 21? This motherfucker's
Yes.
not a halfling.
Yes, he is. So he kind of grabs the door jam. You feel a little resistance, so you tug.
Dislocate his shoulder.
And then what's your AC? Actually, don't
18.
tell me. I'm gonna look.
Oh, whoops.
That's with the shield, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he is screaming now. No! And he stabs you in the leg with a dagger. And you take 5 piercing damage as he just stabs you right in your thigh as you're carrying him.
It's halfling about to die.
Wow, I did not like that.
And he just, please, no.
Why no?
You do get him out the door.
Okay, he's okay. He's with me.
But there's a dagger in your leg.
There's this dagger with a halfling stabbing it at you.
Yeah, dagger featuring halfling in you.
Does it hinder anything? Or am I still just freaking Dwayne the Rock
knife in
Johnson
your
just
leg.
running?
Yeah, not yet. He's just stabbing you in the thigh.
And I'm taking you to safety. What are you doing?
Safety's inside. Out here is literally hell. No. And he lets out a scream again. Ah, ah, no!
Eat that guy off the bridge.
Shut this motherfucker up.
No, I can't.
Shut his ass up, I said.
How the fuck do I shut this guy?
So how far do you, like, as you're talking to him, are you still moving?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only 20 feet, so you could do that in the same kind of action.
What do you mean? Like
you can talk to him and move him all the way up to the people in the alley.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like, look, like, we're all together. We need to move. Anything you do from this point on might stop us. We need to go.
Make a persuasion check.
I swear to fucking God, I'm about to snap this guy's neck if he freaking stabs me again.
And he, having already pulled the dagger out, you know he's got it like cocked and loaded again, and he just like he sees kind of who's there. He's okay, this is fine, and he like looks around. This is fine. Here, put me down now. Put me down.
And I want to take the dagger away from him.
Well, he clearly like pulls back and resists. He says, "No, I need this."
You're either gonna be left here alone, or you give me that dagger.
How am I going to protect myself? I don't even know who you are.
I'll protect you. This will come after. We need to move now.
No.
God, can I like fucking judo chop him in the neck and he just goes to sleep?
Fucking Vulcan neck punch.
Okay. Have it your way. God damn it, I don't got time for this! I'm manacle him.
I'm going to manacle him?
Yeah.
You're taking this guy as our fucking prisoner?
He's a threat! You could kill the kids! It'll be on my conscience! You just stabbed me, for God's sake!
Then throw him into the fires of hell.
No, killing him would be worse!
Okay, you're gonna have to strength check contested.
God! All this to save this man's life!
If you lose a strength check to
Oh my
a
God.
fucking halfling, I'm gonna...
Please, your freaking little baby Barbie arms. There's no way.
So you pull them out, and you go to reach out to grab him, and he just like really unexpectedly nimble. He just kind of like bounces to the side, and he's able to hop away from you to the other side of the alley. And he just kind of stops paying attention to you and just says, I'm sorry, I have to do this. I only have one more day. And he runs towards one of the kids.
Oh boy, Buru.
Oh no!
So this is going to be Lulu. He runs towards the kid that Lulu's got just tucked underneath the wing, and you see Lulu kind of like this sheepish little golden elephant kind of pulls the kid in, and this halfling just leaps away from you and dashes forward to try to stab the kid and lunges out, and Lulu is able to pull the kid in, turn her back, and Lulu takes a stab from the dagger to the back, doing 5 piercing damage. And you can see this like almost like fluorescent white blood come from her back, and he just like this ravenous look in his face. I have to. And then he tries to lunge underneath the wing a second time, but I'll let you react to that. Harkina's screaming, by the way.
And there's obviously no space between us. I can't get. I get the.
I mean, he's like 10 feet away. He just ran past you. to get to the kid. Like around you, I should say, as he like kind of bounced out.
Okay. This has to be a guarantee, and I'm willing to do the guarantees. Fucking goddamn it. So I'm flanking him at this point, no?
I guess in theory, yeah.
My bonus action. Doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna kill him. There's no point.
Okay. Well, you can just use your regular action if you want. First.
Okay, fine.
He has his back to you, so I don't think he.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. So you're just swinging your flail at him. Okay. Go ahead and describe how you would like to kill this halfling.
I want to swing it. Oh, hold on, sorry. I want to try to describe this voice activity. I want to swing it like I'm swiping him away from them, not hitting down. I'm like swiping across from his rib cage. So I'm like pest to be gone type deal.
Okay. And your intent is to just kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you swing, boom, and it just cracks right through. It's like before the body even moves, you can see your flail go straight to his spine as all the ribs just crumble underneath, and he just goes tumbling to the ground, and you just hear this last gasp. I'm sorry, I had to. And then his head hits the ground, and as his head hits, his kind of arm goes out with the dagger, and from his sleeve rolls a fairly thick, deep purple metal coin.
Touch that coin. Don't touch it.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. Start one more time. There's on his arm. There's a
Like his hand hits, and from inside of his sleeve rolls out a thick, dark purple coin. It's about the size of a human palm.
I don't know if I should grab it. I'm gonna ignore it and grab the kids because it's what just happened, and I'm gonna go out.
Okay. So you're just grabbing everybody, taking off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so you just step over the corpse and then head out into the street. Give me a perception check. Okay.
Come on, Buru.
So you're just your adrenaline's pumping after this fight. Lulu is behind you, just kind of like letting out these little whimpers as she flies behind you. Yeah, you're able to run out. You see Gantash and Rhea running towards you.
I'll explain later. We need to go, right?
Yes. Let's hurry. You guys okay?
Lulu's hurt. I'll be fine.
What? No. You'll explain while we run, Buru.
I tried to save a life.
Still going
Yeah, still
full speed. Lulu is just like, I got stabbed.
As long as you guys are okay, we need to make it across that bridge now.
Yeah, I'm okay, I guess. It just flies with you guys. Okay. I'll grab this little pack. Silas and Yoll, I'm just gonna do your kind of side of this tier.
How far are we away from the
High
place
Hall?
that we're going? High
High
Hall.
Hall.
Thank you.
You are It's about seven and a half blocks south, and about 2 blocks west.
Damn.
Okay. I guess I just want to do some recon while we were waiting for them
Okay.
to come back and kind of send my owl up. And if Yoll wants to participate in that as well, because I know you can.
I was gonna, like, I'm still maintaining my disguise. I was gonna patrol the streets.
Oh, okay.
Just openly?
Yep.
I will
Okay.
then fly above him and
Like,
do some
still
recon too.
fully disguised. Everything that has seen me and had any reason to believe I am not what I look like is sitting at the bottom of the river.
Okay. So, okay. So how far are you willing to go, Yoll? Are you like willing to
Not
walk all the way
far.
there?
Not far. Like, I want to be at the mouth of the bridge, effectively. Like, I'm thinking I'm patrolling sort of this, what seems like a main street. Like, I'm just sort of not even patrolling. I'm kind of just like standing at the corner of it, just looking around.
Okay. Cool. Give me a perception check. Okay.
Peace.
When you look up and down the streets, you notice that the damage in this area is actually not quite as bad as basically the entire rest of the other half of the city from the other side of the bridge. Clearly, that side was much, much more under siege. In fact, as you look up and down the street, it is eerily quiet. There are not the sounds of raging flames. You can see down the street quite a distance. There are some fires in the streets, but other than that, it's eerily quiet.
I'm just going to keep watching. If anything comes even remotely close.
Silas, you're using the owl,
Yep.
and you're moving it, I take it 100 feet.
I'm just yeah, I guess so. Towards the high hall.
Okay, and I just want to be clear, where are you positioning yourself while you do this?
Near one of the houses, trying to heed Rhea's warning and trying, to not be visible from the bridge, maybe.
Okay. Well, the house in front of you, you can see it's got like a little bit of a fenced-in backyard. It's just like a stone wall, basically. So you can hop that pretty easily if you want. You can get into that backyard.
Okay.
Okay, so the owl, you fly it up and out. Give me that advantage perception check.
Oh, so bright.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, you get.
Wait, that's your
advantage.
That's your perception, right?
Yeah, we would have just added the modifiers though for the owl, which the only reason he's got advantage in the first place is because of the owl.
Yeah.
So the modifier would have brought it up to, what's the modifier on the owl there, buddy?
That's
What's that?
an important differentiation. Like, that seems like this is kind of like the tipping
+3
point number on a lot of things.
+3. Okay, so you would have been
12.
you would have been 12. Okay, so you look. That does actually change a little. So you look down the street. You look up and over the houses, and from where you are, you can actually see towards the main strip that is typically this beautiful area with lush trees and trimmed bushes and all kinds of beautiful greenery and statues and things like that. And as you look towards the center street, that main street, you can see that all of the trees, all of the greenery has been burned. You can see flames in the middle of the street. You see one smaller flame on the street that you're on, but down that main strip you can see many larger flames and trees still on fire. You can see much more destruction just in that center strip. You also see, very, very hard to make out, but you see 3 figures moving towards the High Hall. You see one that looks a little bit humanoid, albeit fairly short, in between 2 non-humanoids walking on all 4s. You cannot make out what they are, but you at least see that moving towards the High Hall, in fact making its way up the front steps. I'm just going to right now call a break. I drank this much water, which I need to pee out, so I'll be back.
All right, I'll be back.
P.
What you eating there, Lemon?
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup chips. They look.
Yep.
I don't know, just the coloration of your camera. They look like hot spicy Takis. You know what Takis are?
Oh yeah.
The coloration's making them super red, and I'm like, they just look spicier than they are. Ooh, the wavy. I could destroy a bag of that right now. I could literally destroy it.
I am. Actually, I'm not really a huge fan of chips, so I won't probably destroy the bag, but.
Oh.
It would be a real shame if Nick Cage were to show up right now.
Why?
That's why I keep calling the horseman motherfucker that we saw from range. With our I keep calling him Nick Cage because the way that he described him, he just sounded like a medieval Ghost Rider. And of course, there's also his pet, which I'm gonna now name Lucky. There was what seemed to be a dog that was the size of a building. I'm just gonna call it Lucky, because we'll be lucky to never see it. I have no doubt that with one bite, it could probably eat both the kids and the commoner. Just 4d6 bite damage.
What is this it you speak of?
We saw it with our perception check last session when we were running away from the battle.
Big fucking goober beast or whatever.
Yeah, I'm calling it Lucky. I'm naming it because we're lucky if we never see it. And then we saw another thing, which I'm calling Nick Cage because it just looked like Ghost Rider. I think he literally described a skull that's on fire. Maybe I'm just adding that in, but
Helmet.
He was on a horse. Oh yeah, he was on a horse.
Black iron helmet.
And your mic is muted.
What?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself before. I think the horse was on fire, like the mane was fire.
And the tail.
Yeah,
the helmet.
all the horsehair.
And the guy.
Oh, so like the whole thing was on fire.
Yeah,
he's just it's just a guy who's on fire on a horse.
It's just a match made in hell.
Yeah, he's Ghost Rider or level 70 Warlock. You know, whichever one. You know, just...
Shut the fuck up, Phrank.
That was a pretty good one.
What's
all right? Let's get this show on the road so I can play Elden Ring.
Wow.
Hey, yeah. What's Elden Ring?
It's Dark Souls 5.8.
Oh.
Very different, and it's very, very good.
1,000
Seems
milliliters is a
pretty good,
liter.
Matt.
Yes,
Correct.
that's right. Good job.
That's a liter jug, or is that 2-liter jug? Looks big.
This is a 3-liter jug.
You've drunk 3 liters of water in the last 2 hours.
No, I drank 2,600 milliliters, so 2.6 liters.
I think that's the same as the jug that you picked up when I was at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be drinking that.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Silas, you were saying something and I cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Sorry?
What were you saying?
I'm just gonna find the nearest house for my owl where I can kind of see those figures walking up to the thing, and I'll just perch my owl on that house.
Did David just wait until our pee break ended to go pee?
I think he did.
Yeah.
He said, he told me earlier today that last week he, and I quote, he was, what did he say? He was like excited to see, he was excited to see what you were doing. And so he quote, brute forced the piss out of his dick, so that he could make it back quickly. So hopefully he's doing that again.
I'm sure he's really thrilled that that's now on the internet forever.
Yes. Where it belongs. Where it belongs.
Lemon, would you clip that for me, please?
Sure. I just did.
Nice.
David brute forced the piss out of his dick for me.
Yes.
That's leverage forever, dude.
So your owl can only go 100 feet, right? So you can get your owl basically out to, oopsie daisies, to this house here would be about the farthest. Include like if you include the distance up that it has to travel. And it can see. It can see. As you just stay positioned there for a little bit, you can see them very clearly walk up to the front. And you can still kind of make out, it doesn't look like they actually enter, though the doors don't seem like they're actually closed. It seems from where you're at that you could probably walk in, but they just position themselves at the top. One of the creatures with 4 legs just walks its way behind one of the pillars. The other walks its way behind the other. And the shorter humanoid just seems to just kind of sit down at the top of the steps. Okay, so at this, I'm going to have everybody kind of running back. Yoll, you had a pretty uneventful station out in the middle of the street. You didn't see anything up or down.
Did I hear anything interesting?
Like, it actually
Did I hear
does...
specifically listening for footsteps?
No,
in any of the alleys or fucking pitter patter in the whatever?
No, but it is actually an interesting thing that you didn't hear anything. Because where you came from, it seemed like there was something around every corner. And it seems like there is nothing but dead silence over here. So I'll have you guys rejoin. So
When I meet up with Silas,
Mhm.
I'm going to tell him that I didn't hear anything. I was like, I think this is bad. I have to assume they're not here because they're sieging High Hall. I don't know if we have time to wait.
I didn't see any armies. I only saw 3 figures near High Hall.
I mean, could you see in it? Was it locked? Was it barricaded? Was it safe?
Nope. From what I could see, the doors look open. And
That's bad.
yeah, well, yes, it's bad. And these three figures didn't go inside. They're just waiting outside.
Who is it? More bearded devils? What is it?
I can't tell. One is one is smaller than the other 2, and the other 2 walk on 4 legs.
I know we're all thinking it, but it could just be a dwarf hunter with two,
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, he's got that. He's definitely a beastmaster with that talent. Yeah.
Four hounds.
Cue the opening to wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm serious. They don't have to be devils. They don't have to be vile.
It is
There are
awfully
still
quiet.
humans left. Yeah.
It's awfully quiet, Yoll. It doesn't seem right.
Doesn't sit right with me. And I want to look over my shoulder to see how close these fucking dweeb asses are.
They're coming across the bridge.
Dweeb asses.
Yeah, you're fucking taking your sweet ass time over there. What the fuck?
I
No, they
dashed.
came quick. They came quick.
I dashed.
I took the DAC action.
And
DAC
Prancer
action?
and Donner and Blitzen.
With both the kids in my arms, I'm just gonna look at Yoll with disgust and walk past him.
Wait, why are you walking past?
We're not
Like,
there yet.
Yeah, they're.
I
they're-
mean,
The
when
mouth of the bridge on the other side. Also,
Oh.
fuck you. Are you kidding me? I'm 90% of the reason why we're even getting across the bridge in the first place.
I believe I finished the battle.
That was such a Simo response right there, bro. That was
Yeah. Sorry, I only got 5 of the 6 by myself. My bad.
Well,
You did a fair amount of work on the spine devils, but let's be honest, you're not doing that work if I'm not fucking doing the weasel shit that I'm doing.
it's fine. You killed 2 people with strength advantage checks and just yucked them over the bridge. Yeah, it's all good.
We're not even in character now. Let's just dial it back. Keep in character. Okay. Buru, why are you walking? Let's start here. Why are you?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said we're gathered now.
Well, okay. So they are in the backyard here. So
Silas and I are
And
getting.
I'm reacting to Yoll being a bitch.
he just looked. So the only things that actually happened in game was he looked back and saw.
Oh, I thought he was like close to the. Okay. I thought we were like coming up to him.
Yeah,
and
so
him, like-
You guys are
So
crossing the bridge.
I don't know.
I'm
Okay,
trying to see how close you guys are because
Okay,
there's
fine.
something
I'll
very bad
retcon
happening that
my
we need
bad
to
behavior.
fix.
Okay.
Yeah. So see, my character doesn't know that, and I don't care.
Yeah. So Yoll and Silas are in this backyard. An owl is perched up top here on this building. You guys wouldn't really notice the owl, but Yoll looking out over, you would see him looking for you guys.
And we'll just rush over. Like,
And
I don't
this
know. I'm
guy's
just gonna keep.
same devil.
I'm just gonna keep rushing, keep trying to usher Arkina along, and then once we get to Yoll, just kind of like breathe a sigh of relief.
I was worried about that bridge. Thank Torm we made it across safely.
I had to make
Don't
it.
count your lucky stars yet. I think High Hall's under siege.
What did you guys see?
It's not
The
what I
doors-
saw, what I heard.
I sent my owl to scout, and the doors look open, and there's three figures standing at the front entrance, and they don't look friendly.
Well,
And it's awfully quiet over here.
we can start making our way over. Let's just be careful about it. We don't know what lurks in the shadows here. How are your wounds, Yoll?
I'll live.
Okay.
I look to Arkina.
Well, once we get closer, we'll figure out how to keep you safe.
We
She
noticed.
She just kind of sheepishly just tilts her head down and nods. Sorry, Silas, go ahead.
Do we notice Lulu bleeding?
Yeah, you would see it. and it's just kind of now just made into a stain on her back. So her golden fur on her back has just got this little bit of a white streak through it.
I don't know how safe it's going to be for Arkina and Lulu near High Hall.
Well, someone's gonna have to watch guard.
Lulu can take care of herself, right, Lulu?
And as she's like just mulling it over, she's just slowly floating towards Yoll. Floats over his head. Floats into his shell. No, I think I could be better off right here. Remember what you promised me, right?
Yeah, you're right, I did. And I meant it.
Maybe we hide them in a house closer to High Hall and see what's popping.
I just kind of assumed that was the plan.
Yeah, about that.
As long as the house isn't occupied.
We need to find out what's happening inside. Ooh, excuse me.
Speaking of which, Lulu, has being here at all jogged your memory in any way?
Actually, now that I think about it, I think it has. It's starting to come back to me a little bit. Let me think. Zariel, finding Avernus. Well, I don't remember where the sword was, but I do remember that. No, I lied.
That's okay, Lulu. I'm sure it'll come back to you over time.
I imagine the last time Lulu was down here, El Terrell wasn't, so
That's a fair point, Yoll.
maybe once we get out of here, some scenery will jog some memories. We don't have time to rest. Let's go.
Okie dokes.
And Rhea nods. We'll keep Arkina with us, and
I'll go to pick up a child.
and Rhea just holds out her hand. Don't worry, Gantash. You've got more important things to do. I'll help out. She reaches down and kind of has a little smile on her face, gets down close, and just picks up one of the kids.
I'll pick up the other.
And Arkina seems a little bit more at ease. That's even though you guys are strangers and holding her children, she just sheepishly nods and follows along.
Can I lag behind for just a moment?
Mhm.
Like just let everyone kind of walk up. Kind of want to
Sure.
be like the last one to do something.
Sure. So just tell me who's thinking they want to be up front.
I feel like Yoll would be pretty antsy to get going, so I think probably before he even hears consensus from everybody else, he's probably gonna start getting the show on the road.
And
Follow behind him.
Rhea is gonna basically get up beside Buru and pull Arkina up forward too, so you guys are kind of in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. But like you're walking like lockstep, so Silas, Yoll, and then the three, and then and Lulu is again just wedged in back there. She's got her trunk just flopping down. You can feel it just slapping on the shoulder as you bump along. Okay, and Gantash, what were you doing as they kind of take off?
I just wanted to look at the bridge for maybe like, let's call it like 20 seconds. Just make sure we're not being like followed or anything, or just cautiously look over towards the bridge, see if anything kind of shows up.
Give me you're sitting back for about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. And then
Okay,
I don't want to like too far behind, so 20 seconds is good enough for me.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And that one, I'm just looking at the flames. Oh, they're pretty.
You staring across the bridge, not just across the bridge, but like just at the landscape all the way across. You just see a flame come up from the center of the street, and before you can make out what it is, you just like turn and decide to keep up with the group, so you don't really get a good look at it.
That's fine. I gave it my best shot.
You did. Okay.
And I'll just be last in the pack.
Okie dokie. Okay, so you guys move your way along. Yoll, I'm going to have you actually move. It seems like you're going to be kind of directing, so you get to choose where to go if you need any questions answered as to like routes or anything like that.
I'm probably taking the most direct route to High Hall, even though it is probably pretty dangerous. Like, I'm not being that careful. I'm just going kind of slow to make sure everybody can keep up.
Okay, so the most direct route would be just to cut straight across into the main street. If you were to go south, tucked in between the buildings, it's not adding much more time. Like, it's probably going to take you an extra 30 seconds. And in the main street, it's like a very, very wide lane with just the shrubbery and the trees that you like I mentioned before. But it is wide open.
Which street did the birds see those fucking the I'm going to call them hellhounds. We don't know what they are, but they're four-legged things in hell, so I'm calling them hellhounds for the sake of ease.
It was the main street.
Okay. I'll lead us down south instead, through the houses down here.
Okay. Okay, so as you make your way down, again, eerily quiet. You can see at this kind of forked intersection up front. I'm actually going to, if you guys want to grab your other characters there, Buru and Silas, you guys can bump along too. Awesome. Okay, so you guys head your way down that street. So just in front of you, you can see a pretty large fire raging in the middle of the street. It's not like it's blocking the entirety of the street, but it is there nonetheless, and you'd have to kind of skirt your way around it. Not too obstructive, though. And you can carry on.
As we're walking too, I just want the owl to be circling above us.
Sure.
Just following us.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Wow. I added the roll.
Okay. So there's two things that you see from way up above. First, when you look back over to the other side, just a brief glimpse, you can see that there are things fighting in the middle of this side street, very close to where the river's edge is. They both have wings. One of them you can tell is a spine devil. The other one seems very, very different. It's got these very slick black wings, and it has a beak to it, and it looks like pretty much like a cross between a human and a bird with bat wings. And they are just ripping each other apart. You can see this like yellow goo just flying from the bird. You see this black goo flying from the spine devil. And then you kind of watch the battle for a second, and the bird just takes down the spine devil and just rips its rib cage open. And the spine devil shrivels up and dies. And it just kind of carries on its way. It just picks back up and flies around the streets. The other thing you see closer to High Hall, you can actually see now. You're going to give me a religion check to try to determine what you're looking at up on the steps. Okay. You can see that from this distance, and with an amazing perception check, you even had advantage and didn't need it. You can see that that is actually a hellhound. You can't see where the other one went, but you can see that there's a creature, and you can see that there is a hellhound tucked behind a pillar.
So there's two, right?
There was two. You can't see where the other one is. You can just see the one, and it's clearly tucked behind for with purpose. The other, and just the short humanoid-looking thing sitting on the front steps.
As Yoll's briskly walking, I'm just going to mention to him and anybody that can hear me, that it is a hellhound, and one of them is missing.
Did the siege already happen?
It could be guarding the hall.
The door's open. It doesn't make any sense. Are we too late?
Probably should have also mentioned this.
You are too late. Everybody in the city's dead. Just sorry, forgot to mention
Sorry.
that. Should have mentioned it last session.
No, the typically alabaster stone building has 5 turrets coming out of the main structure. All of those have been destroyed, and you can see that they're crumbling.
Just crumbling or What do you mean by crumbling?
They're destroyed. They're destroyed. You can see the wooden posts that were holding it together from the inside are exposed. There are rocks thrown everywhere, and there are rocks that have not only tumbled off the building, but you can see down on the other side, it looks like some of them would have rolled down the hill that the High Hall sits on as well, off to the west side.
Looks like the
Probably should
siege has already happened.
But if they were just talking about it on the bridge, that wouldn't make any sense.
Is there Gantash, or I might know too, but you were more. Is there any way that they could escape from High Hall or hide out?
I channel my DM powers. DM, do I know that?
Sorry, say that again. What's
Is there
There's
an
like a
escape?
bunker.
Is there an escape?
Escape or like a
Some-
bunker?
Oh, the High Hall has tons and tons of corridors. They've got upper levels, main levels, lower levels underground that are carved into the hill, and a pretty complicated network of rooms and structures.
It's possible. There may be even places that Thavius knew and I don't.
And sorry, to be, I guess, more accurate, there's a catacombs underneath the High Hall as well.
I said what I said.
Are we just gonna walk right to the front door? Is that the plan?
What's sorry, what's this woman's name?
Arkina.
Starts with an H. Harkina. This is a long shot, but Harkina, do you know where in High Hall the survivors are staying?
No, I haven't been on this side of the city since we got down here.
If I had to guess, the siege has started and they're searching the building. Only a matter of time before anybody who's left inside is found.
And we need to take action.
There's two hellhounds. One of them is missing. And you said there was some short bloke. Silas?
What? I missed what you said to me.
There was a short guy.
I was
That is
looking for
clear.
Music, sorry.
You said there was a short guy.
Yes.
You were close enough to tell that these four-legged things are hellhounds.
Mm-hmm.
Was this short thing still there? Do you know who it is? What it is?
Yeah, he was. I don't. You said it was humanoid looking, right?
Yeah.
Humanoid just means bipedal, basically.
I couldn't make him out. But he's just sitting, waiting at the top of the steps, and his hellhound seems to be trying to hide behind a pillar.
A trap.
And the other one is missing.
Could be a trap.
Yeah, I think if there's another way in to High Hall, we should take it.
And is there?
Phrank, is there?
Well, we do. Well, you know about the catacombs.
Well, I only
Yeah, so-
know that.
Yeah, so the main entrance to High Hall is the only legitimate entrance. So it's the only door that's intended to lead in and out of the building.
No. I wonder if this short thing is trying to, I don't know, be out in the open so confidently. Could be a trap for more survivors. If the Hellhound is hiding, it's clearly looking to protect what sits on the steps.
There's no secret way in, then I think our only shot is fighting our way in.
Maybe with you
We
looking like
can't
that.
walk into a trap if we know it's a trap.
Well, you'll walk in as a trap because you're disguised still. Get some more information.
Well, here's the thing.
We're trapping them.
I didn't think about this before I got on the bridge, but I don't speak infernal. And apparently that's pretty weird.
Yes, it is. I thought of it too late. I'm sorry, Yoll.
Gantash, when we have some downtime, you gotta give me lessons, but we don't have time for that right now.
No. Is there any way you could disguise me?
I don't think the tattoo works that way. I know the tattoo doesn't work that way. I'm playing a character.
Yeah, I know.
Does anyone have a disguise kit, maybe? Lemon, you're muted? Oh, I don't know.
He's
if
talking
he
to
was,
his wife.
I thought he was talking to us.
My grandma. Sorry, what were you asking?
I was
Sorry.
just asking in general if anyone had a disguise kit.
Yeah, I do. I was gonna mention that. Yeah, I do have one.
Oh, well, let me borrow it.
Well, I can make you something if because I'm proficient in it. I can quickly whip you up something.
Oh, I'm also proficient. Yeah. if you
Oh
do
well,
it,
then
you
I'll hand it to you if you're proficient.
no,
you know
I-
what I
for
mean?
fuck's sake,
Just
guys.
do it. Let me just do it. Let me just do it.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Just
kidding.
do it.
I'm just gonna go down there.
There you go.
Just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gucci goo to the Hellhound.
Turn me into a devil.
Can't dogs smell through
So
disguises?
you want to use a disguise kit to look like a devil?
Oh god, those hellhounds are gonna fuck you up.
Okay. So
You could RP and let us know so we could think about that.
Yeah, so disguise kit is not it's not like the same effect is like a disguised self, where it like changes you just instantly to like look whatever you want. It does take some time to work, and it's limited to basically like makeup and some clothing articles.
And I don't think it's worth it.
And you'd be gluing like paper mache tendrils to your chin.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It was worth a shot though.
I mean,
you can still do it. I'm not telling you can't do it.
I just don't think it'll be believable in the bigger picture.
Better not try then. Either we fight our way in or we try and sneak our way in, it fails, and then we get stuck in a fight. Either way, we're killing something, I think. If you want to avoid the fanfare, then fine, let's go in.
Okay, wait. I remember something here. The explanation with the thing with the beak and the bearded devil fighting each other.
Yeah.
Was that in front of where that is? Okay, because that.
No, that's just on a side street next to the river.
Yeah, across the river that only the owl could see.
Oh, okay.
So it's like over here.
Boy. I'm trying to look for these cues that Phrank has left us, and I think we're missing something.
Don't look too deep into it. Just do whatever your characters do.
I think we need to move, or at least find shelter for the time being. Or do we split up? We cannot just stay here.
No one's suggesting we stay here. In fact,
we're
we're actively trying to avoid staying here.
we're trying to come up with a plan of what we should do. Walk right into the. We have to go in there.
They think they have us trapped. I think we go in, bait them. A trap is not a trap if you know the trap is there.
I think.
Why don't you send the owl fully in? What's the point of... If you lose the owl, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
To get a better look, you do it. Risk the familiar over our own lives. To get a better look.
I think I just put something on your screen. So
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
a bearded devil.
Bearded devil.
Okay.
He's so
Sorry.
handsome.
We can't make assumptions right now. We need to know. So Yoll, do your thing, be sense to the owl, and send it right in. Silas. We need to know. Now. What's the worst that could happen? It kills the owl and looks for us?
Yes.
Rather than going in there and getting surrounded?
Well,
Well,
we have
what I could see is I don't see anything else except for what I still saw there. There was nothing else that I saw. Just two hellhounds and the.
He's saying now that we're closer to
short
send the
humanoid.
owl.
Fly into the hall.
building.
Go in, the doors are open.
Oh, that owl's not making
The hall
it,
is massive, Buru. There are
I can-
hallways everywhere.
Oh my god.
Rooms.
Alright, well, okay.
The owl cannot scout the entire building for us.
We just need to see the front. We need to determine if there are people there or something friendly, something.
I mean, I can. We need to get closer.
I was going to say that we currently have the element of surprise. I know you want more information, Buru, but if there was 300 bearded devils in the catacombs, there's no way we would have known either way. We would have had to take that head on once we'd get down there. But I do agree with you that we should find shelter close to the High Hall and decide what our plan of attack will be.
Okay, let's move up.
We need to find a place for Arkina to stay while we figure this out.
Yeah. Another you wanted to disguise. I still have the set of cultist robes and a mask.
I don't think that'll do anything.
I don't think
I
a
know, but-
cultist.
That's better than paper mache bearded dragon.
I know.
I'm not sure it is.
I also have illusion spells.
Such as.
Yeah, I think you would need to pitch an idea as opposed to say, "Here is my repertoire."
If you were, I don't know what your plan, Gantash, was to go in disguised and talk infernal to the guy.
Well, I mean, I still don't even know who he is. As we get closer, I'm sure.
Okay, let's
know.
get closer. Let's keep everybody safe, and we'll get a better understanding.
Where are we in relation to the High Hall, Frank?
You guys are. You're actually not too far off. So actually, I'm just going to give you. I'm going to bump you. Actually, sorry, just 1 second. I got to move something here. So you are.
You gotta move
That's the side of the high hall right there.
So that thing right there, down at, like underneath me, is one of the turrets.
That's correct. That's one of the turrets on the walls. That's not one of the main turrets as part of the main structure.
Okay.
How
And
high
that's
are the
the
walls?
back, did you say?
Sorry?
You said that's the back?
That's the side. That's the east side. So the main staircase goes straight.
It's on the north side.
That's right.
Okay.
And the walls are 30 feet high.
We, as we're kind of walking down these side streets, does there happen to be a house that kind of catches our eye that looks a little bit fortified? You know, kind of inconspicuous.
Well, all of these houses are mostly untouched, and they are, like I mentioned before, some of the higher end ones. And so, I mean, you have your pick of the litter, basically. You can see the ones that you're walking by. You can see kind of the quality of them, if any of them stand out, or if they're at any in a strategic position that you like. You have your pick of the litter.
I think
You
maybe-
also know, by the way, here that there's some down here too.
Yeah.
You think maybe closer to the edge?
Closer to the edge, and certainly the tallest one we can find.
Deal.
So these houses over here that are right up near the edge of the water, those are actually pretty quaint little houses. They're primarily used for like the religious folk. They don't really need a whole lot. And the ones closest to the high hall, as you can see, are pretty well damaged. There's a couple that are in decent shape, though. But just the ones around the edge there seem to have a little bit more damage.
Looking for the tallest one.
Tallest? Yeah, so there's really big structures around where you're at. So this one with the blue roof here, that's probably going to be the tallest.
What's the tallest on the outside street?
They're all just one floors.
I see.
How many stories is the blue house?
It's just two. It's just two, but it's still
There are
it's
windows on the second floor, presumably.
It's got like a tall pointed roof too, and it's a wide roof, so you can imagine it's probably got an attic there too. And yeah, it's built like a standard kind of old school house, stone. There are windows on it, and most of these houses you can see have the doors flung wide open. This one is not exempt from that.
This one we'll have to do.
Everybody in. Or at least Arcana.
And they move forward, and they
Buru, come with me. Let's go first. We have to clear the house. Make sure it's safe.
and before you do that, Harkina just goes to Buru and just like holds out her hands.
Oh, whoops. And I'm gonna hand her child back.
She like,
are. I found this.
grabs him like very
And,
naturally.
I'll pat him on the butt.
Okay. Just
I
Kinda.
believe both the children are little, like, toddler girls.
yeah, they are.
2-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Touching a
smiles
baby girl-
anyways.
Touching a baby girl's butt. Just saying.
I mean, he's
no
also a
different from the
Minotaur,
baby
you know,
voice.
Yeah. Hello, high fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, you're a turtle, you know.
Suspend your disbelief or whatever.
Okay, so she takes her kid gladly and just kind of starts bouncing with her and brings her closer to the door, but doesn't quite go in yet. Though she does follow fairly closely behind you guys.
You said the door's open, right?
Wide open.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Weapon is out, by the way,
Of course.
and guard is up.
And it's not the only thing that's up. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It lasts longer than 4
Weapon is out and fully erect.
Both my halberds are out.
Yeah, absolute chub.
What is going on?
Like we're well beyond 3/4 mast at this point.
I gotta pay respects at this point.
I don't know these people. Just so stream contact.
Okay, so you kind of step your way in. This house is fairly well lit because of the how many windows there are. Though it is, you notice just a little offsetting to see that the light coming through the windows has just this red pink hue to it. So the way it lights the house is just that touch bit unnatural and eerie. But you listen out and you look around, and while the house clearly seems to be sorted through, like there's a couple of things just tossed and strewn about on the floors, the furniture's been thrown around, the cupboards in the kitchen that you can see down the hallway are wide open. But other than that, it's pretty quiet.
Okay, I'd like to beckon everybody else in and go up to the second floor. I want to try and find an attic, like the highest vantage point in the house.
Sure. So
And also make sure the second floor is safe.
Arkina very quickly brings her kid in, and they just kind of chill out in the main entryway. You make your way upstairs. It's a pretty decent house. There's 4 rooms upstairs. One of them is a washroom. The other 3 are just bedrooms. And in one of them, you can see that just from looking in, you can see that the closet doors have been ripped off, and you can see that there is, in fact, a wooden ladder inside the closet. And thus far, no noises other than the people moving around downstairs.
There's just there's a wooden ladder leading up somewhere, presumably.
That's
like
right.
There's a hatch in the roof.
Yeah, inside the closet.
I would like to call someone upstairs with me.
I'll come up.
I'm going to point it out and be like, I'm going to go up there. But if I yell, get everybody out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and make my way up the ladder.
Okay. So it's a little bit of a tight fit. In fact, when you get up there, you can see that the hatch opening is clearly not going to fit your shell. But you're able to stick your head up, stretch your neck out, and take a peek around. It's quite a bit darker up here, but you're still able to make out that there's. It doesn't seem like there's anything too threatening. There's no windows up there. It is just the attic. It's in the ceiling and the roof. So nothing really particularly stands out, though it is a bit dark.
Lulu's like a glowing elephant, right?
She can glow.
Lulu, can you take a look around up here for me? I can't fit.
Yeah, and she's still attached to you, so she, waited down at the bottom of she was, but she waited down at the bottom for you to go up, and you just see her kind of glide. And just to be clear, she has wings, but she doesn't really use them. Like, it's mostly just for show, and she just kind of floats her way up into the attic and just lets out a little little toot of the horn, and she lights up, glowing, and reveals a fairly dusty, cobweb-filled attic with not much but a few pieces of broken lumber and Asmodeus.
And a surprising amount of spiders. Oh, what's this? Wolf.
Wolf. I'm glad you know about Wolf.
And an arrow breaks through the wall, pierces you in the side of the temple. You're dead.
Crits.
Lulu explodes.
Giant Slayer.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, just a few pieces of broken lumber, just laying on the floor. That's it.
Breathe a little sigh of relief. I think the house is safe for now. Buru.
All right, I'm gonna go down and tell Arkina and the kids that the attic might be one of the best choices to stay up and hide. Or I guess I'll just tell everyone downstairs that it's clear.
Before Arkina heads up, I'll hand her 3 days of rations.
I don't know how long we may be gone. Hopefully it's minutes, not days, but at least you'll have some of this.
I appreciate it. If you find people in there, just I'd rather be around other people too.
Of course. So we'll come get you, but safety first.
Right.
About that. Other people. I have to ask Arkina. How often have you seen anybody just hiding in their homes?
Not much recently. It's just been me and the girls. But before, I just saw, the whole city get ravaged. So many people died.
Now, I apologize for what happened before we crossed the bridge, but do you have any idea what that halfling was talking about? That he said he needed to do this and lunged at you.
I have no idea. I've seen people talking to devils. Especially, there's these little ones that just fly around. But I've seen them talking to the same ones that you killed in the street that were chasing me. They talk to them. They talk to all of them. And sometimes they just walk away. They don't get attacked. They don't get killed. They just walk away. It doesn't make any sense. So he could have just been left alone, just like those other ones. But they don't leave me alone. They never left us alone. We had to hide the whole time.
And while it's still fresh in my mind, do you know anything of that coin that halfling dropped? The thick purple coin?
No, I don't know.
Okay. I think if you're going to stay here, you should know she should not trust anybody but us. Is that understood?
Yeah, for now. I haven't seen anybody but you for a long time, and if you don't come back, then I'm gonna find my own way in.
Understood.
I would wait a few days if we don't return.
How many rations did you give them?
3.
I was gonna give them some.
Same.
I was gonna give them my books, my 3 first edition books.
Oh,
so they could read.
Okay. So you're just giving those to her?
Yeah. To pass the time.
Well,
I'll give them 3 rations as well.
and she just kind of like looks at the 6 rations, the 3 books, and you just see like a little tear start rolling down her eye, and she just wipes it off.
Oh. And you'll need this too. And I'll give her a candle.
Okay.
How's she gonna see up there, bro?
That's true.
How's she gonna see up there?
It's not gonna last forever.
It's better than being in the Dwak.
The walk.
The walk.
And she just, you've been very helpful. I have a lot of faith in all of you. Can somebody light this? And she just holds up the candle.
Silas?
I'll fireball. I'll hand her my tinderbox.
Oh.
I'll give her a dragon's hand too. No, I'm just kidding.
A twisted, mangled dragon's hand.
You'll need this.
This'll help.
Yeah.
And she takes the tinderbox. She very nimbly and quickly opens it up and starts striking a flame and actually catches the candle right away. And she just looks very, very thankful and and she just holds out the box. She says, "Do you want this back?"
Or keep it if the candle goes out,
Okay.
or if you need to start a fire.
Thank you guys so much. And she like wraps her hands around her kids and kind of tucks them in and starts looking over everything at her feet. We'll be safe here for at least a couple of days.
Then her kids turn to imps, and she's a beard devil.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Okay.
I would like to scour the house for any silver.
Sure.
Ooh.
Coins, cutlery. We said we're in like kind of high brow end of town. Maybe there's a little trophies, jewelry.
Give me an investigation check. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Uh-oh. All right. Nice.
Okay. So you don't find a ton, but you, in the kitchen, you just find a whole bunch of stuff strewn all over the floor. Clearly everything was opened up. There's some just kind of old, drying, aged food that's been thrown out. There's a stale loaf of bread. And you find yourself one spoon and one fork.
Of silver?
From as far as you can tell, it looks like a pretty decent quality piece of cutlery.
What do I know about silver in terms of its like melting properties and temperature and smithing and stuff? Like, considering my past in trade, I'm sure I knew some smiths and stuff and have done work with them and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. So give me a nature check for with advantage. Oh Jesus. You know everything there is to know. You know how to melt it. You know exactly how much heat you need. It does take more than what like just a basic flame would provide. But if you had it on there for long enough, in the right setting, you know, you don't have exactly access to like a kiln or anything like that. But you know how you could get it to melt.
Is there like a range in this kitchen?
Yeah, there is.
I would like to go to everybody and say, find as much silver as you can. If we're going to go in there, we shouldn't go in there shorthanded. And I would like to light the range.
Okay, so you're able to get it. Do you have a tinderbox on you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get it up and.
I also have
going.
cook's utensils for what that's worth.
So you are able to get it going. It does maintain a flame fairly well, and yeah, this seems like it actually could generate enough heat to get it melted. You would just need a way to kind of manage it.
Way to manage it.
Is there a pot in your cooked utensils?
Probably. Would be pretty shitty if it didn't. It literally just says these special tools include the items needed to pursue a craft or trade in cookery.
Should be a pot in the house.
I mean, yeah. Presumably there's a pot in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
If only I had a pot again.
Oh, yeah.
But it's on that armor thing.
Dude, that was sick.
That was...
Yeah, like presumably there's a pot somewhere in the house, unless someone took it to, Shaun of the Dead style, same way as PMG beat some ass.
Yeah, so you, there's definitely a pot in the house. You're able
Like
to
a
just
cast
find
iron
one on the floor.
Looking for.
Yep, everything basically in this time is iron, so you're able to load that up. And you know that a cast iron pot is not going to melt on this type of stove, but it will maintain the heat that you need it to. You just need a little bit more heat than what this thing's going to be putting out at full blast to be able to melt what you've got.
Okay. Oh, that feels like a waste. Okay.
And have we really never came across silvered weapons other than the spa?
No, I think this is the only one we've come across.
Makeshift bellow.
I have two things. I have Alchemist Fire and I have a Potion of Fire Breathing. Can I use the Alchemist Fire in a controlled context
Pour it open.
to increase the heat output of this range, even if just temporarily?
You could certainly try telling me how you would like to accomplish that, but it's you don't necessarily have to like smash the bottle. You could pour it out, but it's basically the way it reacts is as soon as it it's not like once it's exposed to air, it has to be exposed to air and then have like a little bit of
Impact.
you could call it like friction. There's
Okay.
some sort of impact.
I mean, I'm thinking like, can I pour it into the range, into the like, because I'm not just putting the stove on the pan on top of the range. I'm putting it like straight on in the coals.
Yeah.
Can I like pour some of it, the Alchemist Fire from the vial into the coals, try and give it a little extra something?
You can try that. Before you do, I'm just going to kind of step back to what you had said earlier to the group. So does anyone react to that?
What did he say?
He said try to
Find
find
as
some
much
silver,
silver as you can.
and he explained why.
Yeah, I'll go looking. I was gonna go look at in the next house over or the closest house.
I was gonna.
'Cause Yoll already scooped some up.
I'll give him some guidance.
Okay.
Who?
You were just
Oh.
speaking.
And Buru?
I don't think I have anything.
And if Silas says that he's gonna leave to look at a different house, I'll just take a couple minutes to just check maybe places that Yoll didn't check. Like if you didn't look that hard in like one area, give it another sweep.
Sure. So Silas, you make your way across the street, find another house. It's a bit smaller, but go ahead and give me the investigation check. And anyone else who's checking the current house or another house, you can give me another check. And Rhea's going to join you.
I'm just gonna stand
A
guard.
little +4 on that, Simo.
1d4, baby.
You can if you'd like.
Dirty 30.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Oh, that was almost. Yeah,
Highest
just a dirty 30.
16. Okay. So,
Whoa,
Frank,
stop.
something's up with your
Yeah,
mic. You're blowing out. Your mic didn't swap, but like your gain fucking.
yeah, I elbowed. When I reached over, I elbowed the mic, and it
Turned
got
into that
fucked up.
short guy from Mulan, like that, that knew me, like that guy. That's who you turned into. I don't know if you guys know what the hell I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking.
I also don't know what the hell you're
No,
talking
no. I know what he's talking about. I just forgot
Is
his
it
name.
that?
It's still bad.
Say more.
Okay.
Yeah, it
hold
sounds
on.
like
Oh my god, yeah. It's still...
Okay, hold
it
on.
sounds like your base boosted. Is what it is.
Is that better?
Yes.
That's better.
It's worse.
It got worse.
Now you're. I can't hear it.
I think now you went back to being normal, Frank. So you turned it down. It's almost like this problem could be easily solved.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Just posted it.
You
in
just got a new
D&D.
house.
You did.
Can't hear you at all, Frank.
I linked him a microphone.
Oh,
I think I have to use this one for now.
Ooh.
Is it terrible?
Yeah, you sound like you're in a
it sounds like you're. It sounds like you're speaking into. It sounds like you're like when you're a kid and you have an empty glass and you put your mouth on it and you just start talking like this. Kind of
Hold
sounds
on.
like that.
No,
No, hold on. I'm gonna switch.
he's talking into his 3-liter plastic bottle.
Better.
It's very quiet, but yes.
Hold on. Is this better?
Yes.
Yes, that's way better.
Okay. That's where I'm gonna leave it.
Perfect. You're back where you were
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that.
at. No worries.
Okay. So going back to kind of what you did. So Buru standing guard, kind of keeping an eye out. Between Gantash and Rhea, you guys are able to scoop up. Actually, there was some stuff that just flew across the floor underneath the table, and one thing flew underneath and got caught underneath one of the couches that were thrown over. And so you guys are able to pick up two knives, two silver knives, and another fork and a spoon. For Silas, with your dirty 30 almost, you basically walk through and you find a couple of things. You find a trophy that is very, very like shiny and pristine, and it's just in this case, and it's tilted over on its side, and everything else is just kind of strewn about. So you find that, and you find two medals. One is unfortunately like a bronze medal. The other one it looks to be a silver medal.
Okay.
Oh, thank God the person who lived here wasn't good.
What trophy did they win? Like, what did they win?
Yeah, what's the trophy for?
And what's it for?
Discus.
No, it's
my god.
no. You can see on top there is a little bit of a broken spear, but it looks like it's some sort of
I
spear
need
throwing.
it for RP. You know,
Javelin?
Yeah.
I'll take the trophy and the 1 silver coin and go back to Yoll and put them on the table, buy them, or the counter, or whatever.
Okay. So the trophy seems to be the largest object, obviously. The medal.
Without even looking at what they are, I just grab them both and chuck them in the pot.
Okay.
Like I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Okay. So you have all your items in your pot.
Trying to get things to melt down.
What's
Yeah.
the trophy made of? Just Someone had to, you know.
Okay. And you're doing the alchemist fire?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the. Now this does say it's an adhesive fluid that ignites when exposed to air.
Oh, sorry. You're right. You are right.
So if it's gonna do that, I'm not gonna do that. Because if I take the stopper off, it's gonna.
Yeah. So you can throw it at it and try to break it so that as soon as it's. But that's you're right.
But isn't it like a? Oh fuck.
Am I able to harness my fireball? Or not fireball.
Can I just
I
try
hope
and
so.
stoke the fire with like a I don't know, like a cutting board lying around, or like a book or something, or like I just want to try and not stoke the fire. I want to oxygenate the fire.
Yeah, you can do that. And Silas, to answer your question, you can give it a shot.
I don't want to explode the entire thing.
Maybe the screams of the innocent people that we're about to go save will help.
Maybe my fucking thick ass tree trunks and short shorts will help. Pull my pants up a little bit.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
I didn't hear what you said you were doing, but also it absolutely can't hurt to try.
I was gonna see if I can, like, because I have firebolt.
Don't let me stop you. Do your thing, man.
I just want to see if instead of like, because it says you hurl a mode of fire, instead of hurling it, I just want to kind of hold it, and
You want to reel it in.
I just want to hold it next to Yoll's pot there.
Okay.
My pot is in a fire.
Well, I'm holding a ball of fire anyways, so like. it's
Okay,
not
so
gonna-
put the ball of fire in the more fire. Yours is magic fire.
I'm just worried that it will like,
Gantash has a
Make it
ready
not-
action.
Okay, I'll do that.
If anybody explodes, he wants to laugh and say, "I told you so."
Gantash wants to ready an action as he sees Silas fumbling with his, skin, whatever.
Fire extinguisher.
I want to ready thaumaturgy, which one of the options in thaumaturgy is to dim flames. So I will dim the flames if they get
You can
to.
also brighten flames.
Does that just mean like?
Now, brightening flames presumably makes the flame larger.
Funny
Oh my
No, I'm not
god!
trying to brighten. I'm trying to dim in case it gets too crazy,
I mean,
Right, Frank? Like, that
Yoll
would
doesn't know
work.
what the spell does, so he's not going to say anything about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that that is correct. It will. So to dim it, yeah, you would lower it. So the opposite of that would be to brighten it, which would be to grow it.
Yes.
So
So instead of using my firebolt, you could just do what I'm doing.
But I don't know what that spell does. I don't know if you would. You might, but I can't. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm
Yoll.
just like, whatever. Let's fucking get the heat.
What do you need this fire to do?
More heat as I'm fanning it with a book.
Okay, well then, I guess in that case it's probably safer to just try thaumaturgy instead.
Yes.
We just
Why? Oh my goodness!
Bro, how was I supposed to know?
We got there.
Yeah.
Well,
trying
you're
to
supposed
melt-
to know because Phrank said you can tell that you need more heat.
Yeah. Listen, you okay? I was thinking the opposite way, and yeah.
Listen, you were doing your best.
How do we not burn down the house down with the people
Silas,
upstairs?
are you
No, I'm not gonna attempt it. If
okay?
no,
Oh my god, we're gonna burn the house down with people in the attic.
that's
I'm
Okay,
going
so-
to. So this thing's a minute. I mean, I guess I could just spam cast it, to be honest. Once the minute's done, I could recast it. But
Sure.
I'll just slowly start to control it with thaumaturgy until it's Yoll's liking. Just kind of.
I'm looking for liquid silver.
I'm not gonna make it, go hellfire. I'm gonna try to control it in the kitchen. We're in a fucking building,
Yeah, correct.
So
And I bet it's not up to code.
it's not very moist down here in hell either, so everything's pretty dry.
Yeah, it's pretty arid. Well, there's a river actually right there, so it's not that arid.
Yeah.
Okay. So you Gantash just makes the flame hotter, and it works great. So yeah, you can see the flame as you're like fanning it. You're clearly getting it to get a rise out of it. The flames now kind of lick up the sides of the pot, and then Gantash just controls it and just makes it totally swarm around the outside of the pot, heating all sides of it. And you can see the metal starts to break down as the trophy starts to kind of buckle and bend. And then over the course of a couple of casts of thaumaturgy and a few minutes, you have a nice little swirling pool of silver.
Great. I would like to please dip my weapon in it.
Okay.
But I would like to do it in a
actually,
very specific kind of way.
and how is that?
I want to dip, so I have the great axe bit and the dagger bit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to dip the dagger, and I only want to dip one sort of. If a great axe is 2 blades, I know it's a shovel, but
Yep.
if a great axe is 2 blades, I want to dip one of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So you're able to get enough coverage so you actually, I'm going to give you, sorry, you need to make a dexterity check first to do this.
Oh, well, if I had known that, I probably would have.
I'll give him some guidance on that shit. You know, listen.
Sure.
You need to do good, Yoll, or else your weapon's gonna look like shit.
Thanks, pal. Plus 1d4. Okay,
Wow.
nice. 30-20. That's nice.
Okay. So you're able to get the dagger in and you pull it out and it's got this nice clean coverage on it now, just totally covered in silver. You dip the other end, the one side of your shovel into it, and it does use up a pretty huge chunk of what was left in there. As you pull it out, you see a lot of it just kind of comes up and sticks to it. You can see when you're looking at it that it's clearly not the type of job that a blacksmith would do. They would be, in there pounding it in, inlaying it, fusing it with the metal. But it does look like it looks like it could probably stick for a while. And there is a little bit still left in the pot.
The rest is yours to fight over. And then I'd like to go in the corner, and I can't imagine, there's no pumps in this place or anything, is there?
Pumps?
Like water pump? There is no source of water on account of we're in hell, so
No. Yeah, the lake is the river is
I'd like to
gone.
just I guess pour a bit of, this is maybe not a great idea, but I'm going to pour a bit of water from my water skin onto the metal to cool it.
Sure.
Yeah,
and so you you do cool it off, and you can see that it's a little bit chunky. Like it didn't quite cling to the blade perfectly, but with a good sharpen, you could probably get it perfect.
Once I have it, let them do their thing, but once I have it, I'm going to sharpen it.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
DM question: how long has it been since we've entered hell?
Let me think here.
Also feels like 2 hours, 3 hours.
I feel like maybe not even.
Yeah, it's only been it's like an hour and a half.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah.
Silas,
I mean, yeah.
I'd imagine you have no use for
I have no use
silver
for
weapon.
the silver. No. I don't have many melee weapons,
Yes.
or do I use them?
I mean, I'll dip some crossbow bolts in some silver.
Oh, hold on. We've got a mace with no silver, and we've got a greatsword with no silver. You've got your flail.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure everybody can defend themselves.
True.
And Rhea steps up with her longsword, pulls it out, looks in the pot. There's no way that's enough for this.
You're telling me she fights it? DM question, just out of character. Tell me she went to hell to fight with that sword and just not silvered already?
I mean, she wasn't planning on going to hell when she went to Baldur's Gate. So
Gantash, do you have a dagger?
I have a mace. Maybe.
I have 2 daggers. I can attempt to dip them both, and you can take one.
I'm not gonna
Well,
lie
if
to
there's
you. I
enough
don't.
for the head of his mace.
Oh, can you do that?
I think
Why
so.
couldn't you?
All
or
right.
a mace. It doesn't look like there's enough to cover the whole mace head. There's basically a half an inch laying at the bottom of the pot.
Can we find more?
I would say you guys did a pretty thorough look. If you wanted to go into other houses, you could go into other houses.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, you could do that.
Is there enough for these 2 daggers?
Yeah, you could get the 2 daggers in.
What do we think about that?
What type of weapon is a dagger? Sorry, I just don't.
Simple.
Simple melee.
Oh, okay.
I think those of us
Who fight?
who fight at short range should not go in there without a silvered weapon.
So, Buru has a flail.
I'll be fine.
Buru has a flail.
So you're good. So, I mean, this is just more for...
For Rhea and
Rhea.
Gantash if he finds it appealing.
It's not that big of a deal.
She'll just kind of look around and just say, if I'm being honest, I would rather use an unsilvered longsword than a silvered dagger at this point. I'm much more proficient.
Silas, can you go check another house? See what more you can find?
Sure. I'll do that.
Rhea, would you go with him just to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble?
I'd never get in trouble.
And
Rhea, would you go with him so he doesn't get into any trouble?
She just kind of like nods along and yeah.
I'll go with them since I realize Rhea is going along with Silas.
Okay.
Oh my.
Jesus. This is gonna be the hell game for sure.
You gave me your blessing, Buru.
It's
You let me hold your
RP.
hand.
It's RP. Yeah, and now, oh my god, I was gonna save it for your last dying breath, but at least you held the girl's hand now.
Hell yeah.
Go get some fucking silver.
You guys give me investigation checks as you make your way into the next largest house.
Oh boy.
I'm not going with them. I'm staying with Gantash.
Yeah.
And while Gantash and I are there, I just want to talk to him, but learn about
What,
the-
dude? Me no brain. I see
This is
stuff.
silver. Carry a piece of wood. Pretty sure this is silver. Pulls a nail out the wall. Definitely silver.
Wow. Okay, so you guys take a look around the house, and Rhea actually comes up with a couple of decent items. She actually finds 2 pictures whose frames seem to be made out of silver. Silas, you kind of instinctively, again, make your way towards like the main entryway. You don't find like a trophy case or anything like that. You make your way into the kitchen. Not a whole lot going on in there. You find your way into the bathroom, and you find that too has a mirror in it that has a very large silver frame. Buru, you can't help but just stare at the doorknob. It's just, it's really shiny, and it's just totally distracting. And you're like, this has got to be. And you're just convinced that maybe the doorknob is made out of silver. All the while you're staring at it, the other 2 make their way through the house, ravage the whole thing, and you do what you will with the doorknob.
All right, I'm just gonna break it off, and I'm just gonna stand there at the door because I got what I wanted.
Okay,
To help.
strength check. You don't just get to break a doorknob.
Oh come on! Yes, I do.
Okay, you do end up kind of bending it and eventually snapping it off. You get
All-
one side off.
All they hear is me jiggling this doorknob.
And you snap one side off. The other side, you as much as you put your back into it, you just can't get it to break. But you get a half a doorknob.
All right.
Nice, dude.
I'm just gonna stand there with this doorknob looking awkward.
Fucking cheese or grin on your face.
You make your way back. Silas, you see a Buru standing there with a brass doorknob, and you just carrying your big mirror.
Yeah, got silver, guys. Let's go. While it's hot.
Yeah, this should be enough.
Okay. So you guys make your way back. I'll kind of just jump forward on the process here. Gantash, if you're helping out, again, your guys are able to break it down, boil it down, and Rhea gladly kind of very methodically works her way through getting it on her sword. And she actually does a really pretty good job of it. Actually, she coats. No, it doesn't get the middle part of it, but she's able to dip it in, tip the pot back, get basically the top half of her sword covered in silver on the outer rim.
Sorry, this is very random, but I think we just got a donation.
Oh,
From a D&D, I kind of just quickly opened it up from a D&D YouTube channel called One Shot Questers. So, thanks, One Shot Questers. We appreciate that.
Cool.
I can't wait for my cut.
Well, that's funny. Sorry, carrying on. Stoking the flames, making silver. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So as long as you guys are all participating, oh wow, they're actually a big channel. Jesus Christ. So you're so you end up helping out, raise those flames, and you're able to break it down, like I said, and she does her thing.
Did I get the brass in there or no? Did someone stop me?
Well, let's figure that out. So you guys see him walk in. Buru is convinced, but it is definitely a brass doorknob.
All right, I've got
I
my
would like
silver.
to stop him.
Yes.
Wait, yo, what are you doing?
That. Do you know what color silver is?
It's shiny. It's the color of shiny.
Silver is this color, and I'll point at the like little bits of silver that I probably left in the pot. What color is that, do you think?
I'm gonna still try and throw it in. If he's gonna stop me, he has to do a strength check.
I'm grabbing him by the wrist.
I'm like,
Okay, so go ahead, roll it off. I'm gonna say too, Rhea's just gonna be like, Buru, it's
no.
Like, is Rhea helping me? Can I use advantage?
She's gonna reach out. She fails though. She doesn't beat the 8.
Okay, but I don't get advantage. Like, she's not helping me that way.
Well, no, she's trying to do it herself.
Okay.
You got this.
And I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, damn it. All right, then I'm just gonna drop it and just walk away, all pouty.
Lulu is actually gonna see you, and she kind of lets go of Yoll, and she's like, "Oh, I know that feeling." And she floats over to Buru and just plops her body. She's got like her front legs over top of your shoulder, the back legs behind the shoulder, and she just kind of plops down and just looks over at you. It's okay, big guy. I make those mistakes too.
And I'm just gonna pet her and be like, sorry about earlier.
It's okay. I can take it.
And then we're just gonna sit there.
You feel her weight. It's not a lot, but it's like a giant stress ball.
Yoll, or out of character, Krepe, did you wanted to talk to Gantash about something? I don't know if you
just to fill the time while people were gone, instead of just sitting staring at each other going, ooh, silver.
Okay.
Just like learning the sort of layout, like, you know, the building way better than I would, and so just learning like the layout and the sort of high, like the big rooms, the small rooms, the, you know, how to get to the catacombs, how to get to the upper levels, all that kind of stuff.
I assume I need to fill in some blanks.
No, I'm
I
just
mean,
thinking,
unless David has the answers.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, unless Gantash has the answers. My apologies.
I wonder if it'd be easier to draw some maps, but I don't know if we have the time for that.
Well, we've got to let a bunch of molten silver cure, so we might have a few moments.
Do I see any like just blank papers, parchment lying around?
Yeah. There's a bunch strewn all over the floor in the next room.
I'll just grab some, bring it back to the main room. Is there like a quill, ink, maybe?
Yeah. So most of it's been spilled out, but you see there's a couple of quills wrapped up in string.
Pick number
and
2.
The ink is just kind of strewn on the floor up against the wall.
Yeah, I'll just with what I can salvage, start drawing kind of some of the layouts of the high hall for the sole purpose, like as I'm drawing it, is like once we're there, it probably won't matter, but at least you can get a look before we head in and kind of see for yourself. And I'll just start drawing, like, I'll start at the top layer and I'll just, the new sheet is another layer, then the new sheet's another layer, then the new sheet's another layer.
I'm gonna go about this in a bit of a fun way, and I'll have you. I'll explain how we're gonna do that later. But I'm not going to describe it right now for you.
No, of course. Like, I'm just drawing kind of like the rough layouts, the rooms. He wants to know what rooms, the size of the rooms, things like that. I'm just going to start drawing stuff and go layer by layer. So he's got like, here's the staircase down to this area, and then like kind of just like the basics, like,
And like how to get to the catacombs. I feel like, I don't know, Yoll has a feeling that the catacombs are going to be...
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go all the way down to
probably where the homies are hanging.
To the molten core,
Oh, okay. We're in the molten core currently, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If there's any silver left, Buru, do you want to dip your crossbow bolts? I can't imagine Rhea cleaned it up that tough.
Sure. Now, I only have 10. How many can I dip in?
So you can get 5 of them.
5? So how would I'll have to add a different item, man.
Bless you, Phrank.
Alright. I will figure that out right now.
Okay.
If you just add another... Are you trying to figure out how to add it to your inventory?
Yeah.
If you just add another bolt, like item of bolts... you can just change the name to Silvered Bolts and then say you have 5 of one and 5 of the other. You don't need to add the, like, there's mechanically the only difference is
yeah, it's
what
just
it
knowing
does to devils, and we know that as characters. It's not cheating.
Cheating.
Damn, I really should have got some crossbow bolts.
I mean, in your defense, you got the crossbow
right when
3 minutes before we left to hell.
All right.
Oh, and you used one, so I guess you only have 9.
Yeah, I fixed that. Not 45. Yep. Ooh. Actually, no, not now.
One is currently hanging from the side of that bridge.
Should go back.
Yeah, oh, Mr. Crossbow Bolt. Like motherfuckers who loot like every fucking trash mob in Skyrim. Oh, 3 iron arrows. Bro, I'm level fucking 98.
Reuse
3 iron arrows.
All right. I'm ready to go.
Rhea looks pretty satisfied with her handiwork. You could see she was like taking her time with a small knife that she had just to kind of chip off some of the excess silver on the side of her blade. And she gets it down pretty well, and she nods and she's ready to go.
While we were diddling ourselves, I was doing a little like sharpening and stuff. I'm not that fussed about cleaning it, like it's a fucking dirty, rusty old shovel, basically. But I'm trying to get the edge back on the silver.
I'm drawing. Art. Picasso.
It shouldn't be Picasso. We need to be able to figure it the fuck out.
Yeah,
It's
a mess.
It's a TikTok reference.
Hey, what's this?
Never heard of
Like it, Picasso.
There it is. Verbatim. Well done.
There you go.
Well done.
Sorry, I'm not a fucking zoomer.
Same.
Neither am I.
Well, you guys both know TikTok memes, which I'm pretty sure just makes you automatically a zoomer.
Staying in character, I'm a baby boomer.
Wow.
Staying in character, you're fucking older than a baby boomer, dog. I'm your fucking Gen G.
Oh yeah, I am Korean. Let's go.
I meant like.
Oh my god! Make it stop! Once he said Gen G, I was like, oh, it keeps going.
Yeah. He was
Okay, take
Dwayne
it back.
Wade.
He's Gen L.
He was Dwayne Wade. I was LeBron James. You know, Miami Heat.
All right, I could really.
I would like to. I would like to cut my ears. What little there is of my ear nubs off.
Are we gonna? We ready to
Time
go?
head out.
We're gonna find out if the Russians made it first or what? I'm sorry.
Okay. So
Carrying on.
I am going to say that you guys. So Gantash would have drawn his map. You can mull that over, but we're gonna have you mull that over in the next session. We're gonna call that there, and I want you to know before we take off that we're going to do this map thing in a really cool way. I actually saw a video on this like a year ago of how to do this situation where you're like trying to draw a map from memory, and there's a really cool way to do it. So I'm going to do that with Simo, and then you guys can mull over that map when you get back.
Oh, cool. Oh.
Okay, so
All
that's
right.
it.